Zombie.
Got a special guest on the show, Ray. She's looking for peanut butter, bro. You're muted.
Are you looking for the peanut butter on Ray's nuts, Lily? You're not getting that. Ray doesn't do those disgusting things.
Oh, what a pretty dog.
No.
Welcome in, everyone. It's a waiver night, waiver wire night. Week 14, Ray. Fucking week 14, bro.
Yeah, dude. I texted you earlier, dude. I've had a couple of rough, pretty much the last month between my 4 leagues that I lost one of them that I'm not going to make the playoffs probably, but I was on the cusp. I lost by 1, and then the other ones, injuries are starting to creep in on major areas of my teams, aka Mont St. Brown. And thank God I don't think he's as injured as was hoped, but nonetheless.
Oh,
and just performance, dude. I'm saying like JSN 3 points last week. It's like between injury and
as a JSN owner myself, and my wife has 50% JSN share, 5 out of 10.
Oh God,
we want this to happen now. We want this to happen now because it's never going to happen again. You know, he might have a 5 for 70, but he'll probably score a touchdown.
Yeah, right. It still get you double digits no matter what. He ain't getting you 3 under 5.
That could have been a donut. That could have been a donut though. That was close to a donut because there was no his catches came. I know. And essentially the game was out of hand. I mean, that game was over in the first quarter. How many Seahawks games have been over in the first 20 minutes of game time this year? Like 6.
Over half, it feels like.
Unreal, man.
Maybe not that many, but still a lot. Way more than
they are so good. What's going on, Jason? We have Mark, Jason. I'm sure there's other people in here too. Make yourselves known. Keep on piling those questions. We'll get to everyone's questions as soon as we can. Jason's gonna be coming on the show on Friday, so looking forward to that. Me, Jason, and Meat Sweat's gonna be great with Mark. That'll be fun. Hopefully, he's riding a little high with the Buccaneers win, and it kind of sucks that the Panthers won, though, so that kind of evens out. Anyways, Ray, I do have a new segment on the show I want to get to just for you, so you're going to love this one. You ready for it? Here it is. So the segment is essentially sometimes you eat on the show, sometimes you eat after the show, but a lot of times you eat before the show. I want to hear what your dinner was. We just want to hear what your dinner was every night, or what it's going to be. Did you eat already?
No, because I was trying to be. I know it's still a little late for what you asked, but nonetheless, I was prepping meatballs. The Ray will be greasing the balls.
What kind of sides?
Just meatballs and fucking sauce and cheese, bro. Is it a cup?
Meat, baby. Hell yeah.
So,
all right, so that's
I'll tell you. This will be
with Meat Sweats.
Oh, yeah. I'm really bad at telling stories, but this will be the quickest one I've told. So me and 3 of my best friends, Rob knows Mo's Big C and Lutz, O'Carroll and Lutz. He doesn't know Kolka, Kolka's in our league.
Quick story.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they live together. I went down there. I was the guy on the couch, and we watched Sunday Night Football. They brought together all the couches, and we literally replaced their freezer ice cubes with meatballs, and we was able to take the cup, press it, meatballs would come out, and then we just put sauce in and put it in the microwave and then put cheese on top and just mix it. And then after we had that great invention, about a couple of weeks, like a month later, we then put a crock pot of meatballs in the middle of the room with Elvis just like maloning like around and just like, greasy.
That is that's heaven. That's great heaven. You know Happy Gilmore, the happy place, with the little midget runner on the little tricycle. Like this is Ray's happy place. JJ says lots of injuries at wide receiver.
We're good to go.
I need to add 3. Rank in order. Who do you want? Half PPR. Kennedy, Tesla, Mitchell, Vele, Mooney. So if this is just for this week, yeah, well, this doesn't seem like just it's this week, but I'm guessing like half are going to be for this week, and then half you need some guys going forward. So AD Mitchell's number 1, just because he is probably the top of the list this week, and then rest of the season, love him as a wide receiver 3 with upside. Tesla is the number 1 ad for this week for a 1-week rental. So I think you're going to go Mitchell, Tesla, and then Mooney. But Mooney is generally more in London might play. So I'm not touching Kennedy. We're going to go Vele 3rd or Mooney.
I mean, if it says if London's out, so it's Mooney automatically.
Right.
I'm saying
I would go. Vele has more long-standing value just because he's their number 2.
I know.
So, but I'd rather start Mooney over Vele this week.
Well, if he already has London, though, unless you need another receiver, like
he doesn't. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I think he's just saying Mooney if London's out. Like it doesn't mean he has London.
I'm
he's
sorry.
Just saying if London's out.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize. I thought this was the question. Like who all these guys if London is out? But I get what you're saying. He means if. I mean, yeah. So it's, I would say what you said, Mitchell. I would go. Yeah, what you said. I would probably go with Mitchell, Kennedy. I might switch Mooney, but again, just
not Kennedy. We're not taking Kennedy at all. It's Mitchell, Tesla, Vele. That's the order I'm ranking them. And then Mooney over Vele if there's no London. But you're not going to know that until like Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I mean, for sure it's Mitchell. I mean, like without even a doubt. Like if you can get him, like make him your first waiver wire person to get him.
Mark, struggling to drop Gatson with that Week 16 matchup against Dallas. What's your take on holding 2 tight ends if I could pick up Strange? Well, who's your first tight end, Mark, for one? But I would rather have Strange than Gatson rest of the season. So, I mean, just do that one. I don't like holding 2 tight ends.
I definitely regret not picking up. There go on, I'm sorry.
The only rosters I'm holding 2 tight ends is if, and I'm going upside. If I have a couple leagues where I have a buy already set up, and I have like Juwan Johnson or I had Kraft, and I have no good tight end. I'm rostering Isaiah Likely because I have 2 weeks to wait, and that means there's 2 chances that Mark Andrews gets hurt, and then Isaiah Likely would essentially become the starter over whoever I have. Kate Otten, it's bad in a couple of these teams. So, Gadsden's is the only tight end right now. So hold on to Gadsden and pick up Strange. So you got to do it. That's the thing. When you have a bad tight end, have 2. I don't like it, but
I'm saying I can tell you an easy answer here, Mark, is that in Rob's league with with a couple of buddy of ours, or a lot of buddy of ours, my tight ends are Dallas Goedert and Kyle Pitts. So there's a reason I have 2 because you've been able to throw up in your mouth each time. Dallas Goedert not so much in the beginning of the year, but now lately in the last month. So yeah, like if you don't have a bona fide Kittle, something like, a Warren, a Bowers, something like that, you got to have 2 tight ends, unfortunately. At least if they're too close. Like I'm saying, like for me, Goddard and Pitts, like that's not, even right now, like Strange and Gadsden, because Strange came back pretty strong and they're being the number 1 team in the, AFC right now. So.
And you can't really play Gadsden if there's no Herbert. Like Trey Lance is going to not passes, bro.
Right.
God says Rodgers probably wanted a true number two wide receiver there after Metcalf. And Metcalf's not even really a true number 1. He's a good talent, but he is not a real wide receiver.
He reminds me a lot of T. Higgins, but T. Higgins I think is better too.
Oh yeah. T. Higgins is actually like a more polished receiver.
Correct.
He said surprised he didn't want Allen Lazard. I'm sure he wanted Allen Lazard. He wanted him.
Tomlin was supposed to like. He probably just said
Steelers,
no,
dude.
Not doing it.
The Steelers were a prime spot for a wide receiver trade at the deadline. Like that team needed it. They were in contention. Like they were in first place or right there at the time.
Well, hey, real quick, they had George Pickens.
Yeah, but I think they were just done with his antics. I understand
they were both done with each other. But I'm just saying, like
Shaheed, it was a prime target.
Oh, dude, oh my God, that would be such a great compliment. Such a great compliment. Stretch the field with a bigger guy. Yeah. But again, they should have been smarter organization, just keep Pickens happy, and because Pickens is now looking at top 10, even creeping to top between 5 and 10. So Whoops. Chose the wrong guy.
And on top of that, it's another Aaron Rodgers year, probably his last year, I would imagine, of him just not.
Nope.
Just,
if they're willing to
not getting any receivers. No, what I'm saying, like another GM and front office that just refuses to give him any weapons. And like this was like, dude, 4th round pick for Shaheed. Like they're paying all their fucking old defenders. Just so weird. Mark, love y'all, Robin Big Ray, in a motherfucking vacuum. So he loves us in a vacuum. So that's what he's saying. In a vacuum, he likes it.
Mom also said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner.
Hello? Hello?
I said, don't disturb you. I'm cleaning my room.
Honestly, Rob, like, that whole dumbass language I came up with. I really think that was like the beginning stages of that. Don't disturb me, clean my room.
Cleaning my room. Jason, work with a guy now that's 300 plus pounds, has a custom 4x4 outbox next to his bay with a custom shitter bidet. Only problem, that's the sink to wash your hands. Have you ever used a bidet?
No.
Me neither, man.
I'm pretty intrigued just because,
same.
Cold water on your dirt star, I mean,
it's essentially just like a shower in your toilet.
Hey, and how much money? Not depending. The water bill would be more, but the amount of money you spend on the toilet paper, you're saving money.
Right. Jason says never use
one. Hey, by the way,
he's scared.
Dave Brainerd, he has a bidet. He is so 1,000,000% pro bidet. He's just like, y'all fucking up.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's all he wants to use. And
the Japanese toilet.
I guess I'm not classy enough, bro. I'm not classy enough to have
Japanese
water
toilet,
shut up my ass.
What he's all about.
Jay says Pickens is a totally different player than he was in Pittsburgh. His attention level is different, but he's always been that player. He's slowly got better as a route runner throughout his career, but he was elite last year. They just had Russell Wilson and Justin Fields throwing the ball. And they were also only running him on X receiver routes.
Well, I should rephrase this. For lack of a better term, this is Randy Moss when he was on the Raiders going to New England. Obviously, Pickens is never will be. Randy Moss is my favorite and best receiver ever. So, but nonetheless, that's sort of what I would say is like, he gave up because, like you said, that front office and the team gave up on him, and he gave up on them.
Jason's gonna send photos of is he gonna send us photos of him using the bidet? I get to see him sending us a photo with a cigarette in his mouth, like a Busch latte in his one hand, and like him getting his asshole clean and being like, yo, kind of like, remember the Cartman picture when he's getting sucked off by Butters? And he's like,
yeah, look how gay he is. He's like, no,
that makes you're still gay. No, actually, you're gay. He sucked. You made him. He sucked your dick.
We said more happy. No, actually, you're gay.
Strange Schultz, Juwan Johnson, rest of the season is standard.
I'd probably say 1, switch the 2. So that'd be Strange, Johnson, Schultz. But with CJ Stroud back, that helps. Obviously, I'm not going to,
No.
But here's the thing. They're all sort of anywhere from 8 to 12, depending on their matchup.
Yeah, Cade Stover's playing a lot now, which stinks for Schultz. Who would you drop out of Corum, Brian Robinson Jr., P. Ryan? P. Ryan, 100%.
Yeah, let's just say that's Mark. We love you. But
he has Chase Brown. He has Chase Brown.
But if you're asking, God, I guess. But dude, here's the thing. Like Rob has said, if CMC or Kyren Williams, if Kyren Williams got hurt, I know he came back, but still, that means clearly there was the scare. At this point, I would definitely say Corum's number 1 because especially with Kyren Williams getting hurt. And then, since you have Chase Brown, I guess P. Ryan, but I was still, you were a league winner, man. I guess here's the thing. It would just really suck that you've gotten to where you're at with Chase Brown and he goes out and you have the opportunity right now, since you have him, the backup, number 1 backup, who doesn't necessarily have the same skill set, but he's more of a, he's bigger, so he'll have more goal line opportunities and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I might be talking myself into P. Ryan for you in particular over Brian Robinson Jr., but that's just really hard because, like Rob has said in the past, CMC goes down. Brian Robinson Jr. is winning you your league most likely.
And CMC has averaging 27 touches a game. Like, I know, he looks fine, but here's how I break it down, man. Corum, top 6, top 7 running back with no Kyren Williams. Like, we're talking about a neutral matchup. I'd say Brian in PPR. Brian Robinson Jr., probably top 13, roughly. He'd be almost an RB1. I would say P. Ryan, top 16, top 17.
Sure. That's
so,
fair.
like, that's a fair way to break it down. So, I think Brian Robinson could be dropped for P. Ryan just because you have Chase Brown, but, like, I don't like to play like that. Like, it depends on who your backup. Who would come in if you have, like, literally nobody and you're stuck with
Dude, he probably doesn't have anybody. He's got these three running backs besides his two. That means he has 5 running backs. I mean, I guess I would assume he doesn't have many more. I'm saying most random.
Maybe he has Bam Knight or something, or he has someone to fill in. Like if he only has these guys, then maybe you have to go P. Ryan over Brian Robinson just so you're not left with nothing if Chase Brown goes down. Because the Brian Robinson play is just an upside play.
Right.
So yeah, I guess if you have nobody else, man, then I guess you got to drop Brian. Don't drop Corum. I'm keeping.
No. But Blake Corum is number 1. You keep him no matter what. Right now, especially.
Do you guys think Jaden Daniels plays this week? He's questionable. He's returning to practice this week, right? You think they hold him out one more week or what?
I mean, the real smart answer would be like, why the fuck's he coming back this year? But since we know how the NFL works, no, I don't think he'd be coming back this week because this is week 13. So they'd give him 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so 5 weeks healthy instead of 6. I'm just saying just to like get himself ramped up again. Like, what's the difference of 1 game out of 5 out of 6? It'd be a difference of like, 5 to 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Or 6 to 2 and 3. But 5 to 6.
I think he's coming back this year. I'll say he's coming back this year.
No, he's coming back. I'd agree with that.
This week. What's happening with Trey Benson? No news on him is even alive. Here's what pisses me off is like they're not telling us anything. Like, just tell us something or tell us everything.
Good. Tell me everything.
Okay. They were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what?
Damn it, Bonnie.
Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
I knew you loved that clip, man.
I'm sorry. That is by far like one of the later season episodes of when the fucking moms live together and like Dennis is running it as Dennis is like running it as a show. Like, oh my God, dude. Like, and then that particular scene might be the funniest on the entire show or that entire episode. Like,
I was left out of the climax completely. Trey Benson. They're not telling us anything about Trey Benson, man. I'm giving it till Friday. If he's not practicing by Thursday or Friday, then there's no way he plays, and then he's out for the year. So it just at least we're gonna know. At least I like this window that we have because I would hate it to bleed into week 15.
You know what I really would wish is that the whole NFL wouldn't be a bunch of Mark Eberfluses and Matt Nagy's and John Foxes and not tell us the fucking truth and be Ben Johnson's. Tell us what's going on. Because you know what? I'm telling you right now, every single beat writer for the Bears loves Ben Johnson because he's at least honest. Like literally sent. I mean, for as long as I can remember, all the Bears coaches lied about injuries at least. And this is what's happening right now.
Bitches. Adam, who's coming back first? Reed, Benson, or Evans? Well, I mean, it has to be Benson. Benson's either coming back first or not coming back at all. Right. So I would say Reed is probably the favorite. He should. And Mike Evans might come back weak. And I'm wrong on this one. See, I've been so off on these injuries. Like,
it's because they lied. How are we supposed to know, dude? They fucking lied.
Well, I think Mike Evans is coming back week 15. Yeah. Maybe. But again, am I comfortable starting Mike Evans when he comes back that first week? Absolutely not.
No.
So you guys have to wait 2 weeks. I think he's fine. Like, Evans is fine to hold at this point. I dropped him in the one league I had him in just because I had 4 other good receivers, and I just wasn't going to keep that on my bench for that many weeks.
What are your feelings on Reed? Let's say he comes back this week, just rest of the season. Like, since he was the number 1 receiver the past 2 years, he's been out this entire year. So what? Since week 2, like, is he going to just jump right back in and be that number 1 guy again? Might be.
No, because he's never been a number 1. He's never been a number 1 in terms of snap share or target share. He's just been a production.
I'm sorry, I should have said technically because of his numbers, but yes, you're right.
This is going to be the messiest room. Like, this muddies up Christian Watson. This muddies up Matthew Golden if he ever gets on the field. But Dontavian Witt's coming up a great game.
Can we please just forget that name for this year? Matthew Golden, just rest in peace for 2025.
Yeah.
You're done. Everybody just drop him. Don't even worry about that guy. He's done.
I think I'd start Christian Watson still, but like that's the only guy because Wicks only played 50% of the snaps in that game against the Lions. And then, they're just rotating everyone. Now they're going to rotate Jaden Reed, who's probably the best playmaker, best slot receiver of the bunch. They like Wicks. Golden was a first-round pick. Watson's playing all the X receiver snap. It's just, dude, it's so messy there. And let's not forget, Jordan Love, prior to the game against the Lions, had 270 yards combined his previous 2 weeks passing. So, like, you really have a low passing volume with Jordan Love who disappears in games with a 5-way committee at wide receiver. Like, I can't trust any of it, and I'm not going to trust my playoff matchup on a guy that could only run 21 routes. Can't do it. It's a mess, man.
Hey,
it's not as messy as the Bills.
No, but
because at least they have some talent in that room.
But I mean, I've been saying this for a while now, probably the past 2 months, dude. There's like so many teams in the NFL in general, like the way that the NFL coordinators scheme up their schemes. Like, there's not like unless you're legitimately like a Justin Jefferson, if you're just like on the cusp of that, you're not going to be schemed to get your share anymore. They're scheming to get the guy open and get the next play going and make a positive yardage. Like Ben Johnson, to be honest, like I'm saying, just like literally you just said those two teams, the Packers and the Bills, and even look at the fucking best team in the NFL, Patriots. Stephon Diggs is past his prime. He's the number one there, but he'd be number one on how many good teams? Not many. It's just because the NFL's changed and there's not as many elite receivers and it's like, superstars in NBA. There's not like that alpha per se. That's what I should have said on these teams anymore.
Sven, are we starting Hampton? My other options are Devontae, Harvey, Woody, Monangai, Neal, Chris Rodriguez, starting 2 and flexing 1. I'm not starting Hampton. I'm starting Javonte, Harvey, and Woody.
I was gonna say
over Hampton.
I might go those first 2.
He's got to start 3 because he has a flex.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, and it's Woody or Monangai are fine.
So Harvey's not fine with you?
No, Javonte, Harvey, and Woody. I'll start all 3 of those.
Oh, Monangai's the odd guy out. Which I mean,
or Monangai. Woody and Monangai are.
No, but I'm saying, but they have Swift and they're at Packers.
Yeah, Packers matchup. I ain't fucking with
that. The only thing I'll say, because I want to cover our tracks, Rob. I'm going with you. I agree with you. The first 3 I would go with your options, but don't not come back at us if the Bears pull a fucking what they did Friday at Philadelphia. They do that at Green Bay. Well, first off, Ray's gonna be coming his pants tenfold, but that means Monangai's gonna have a good game, and I hope he does. I'm just not gonna. I'm trying not to go with my heart and give you my gut, or you know what I mean, not my gut, my whatever. I'm not trying to use my head here and not just give you Monangai, he's a Bear.
Adam, the only thing I'll say about the Evans news is that it's also coming from Todd Bowles. So like Bucky Irving wasn't put on IR, so like maybe Evans doesn't come back this year. I thought he was. I figured earliest he'd come back was week 16. In that case, I dropped him because I can't trust him for the fantasy playoffs then. But who knows with the Buccaneers and Todd Bowles. Scott says, if no Daniels, pick one. Tyrod, Shuck, Sanders, Cam Ward. I'm going to go Tyrod Taylor, man. Rushing upside, chemistry with AD Mitchell and Tom Mechie.
I'm not going Shuck. No. Let me just. I'm saying this because Rob, in the one of the 2 leagues I'm in with him, it's a super flex, and he had Tyrod Taylor staying this week, who had 22 points, so he was smart about it. And I had all the names and did nothing. By the way, I'm with you. Tyrod Taylor, and I don't know. Definitely.
I'm not going Shuck because Taysom Hill will make an appearance and steal some touchdowns on the goal line. I'm not going Shador Sanders. I would maybe go Cam Ward because they're throwing the ball a lot. So I'd probably rank it Tyrod, Cam Ward, Sanders, Shuck. Or you can go Shuck ahead of Sanders. I don't think I want anything to do with Shador Sanders and that elite defense. Griffin, how is your trade deadline still available? Waddle's the guy to trade. You can't trade Pittman. You can't trade Odunze because their stock is nothing right now. I do like both them rest of the season more than what they've been doing. Mark says, isn't 7 bench spots standard? Only having 6 is killing me in this league. No, 6 is standard for most leagues. I like more as well, but 6 is standard, and I think more leagues have 5 than they have 7. My leagues have 7 or 8 because, I like to fucking hoard them running backs, baby.
Now here's the truth.
4 bench spots. 4 bench spots is stupid.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
No,
bro.
I think you should be rewarded for drafting deep guys late. And
I don't disagree. I draft well. I'm just fucking with you because I can't.
hey, look who it is. Colin O'Carroll. Look at that picture.
Oh,
Boys,
Big C.
yeah, well, I know I'm playing you in XFL this week, Colin. I need to win to get the bye. So
Well-
Travion Henderson or Quinshon Judkins for RB2 going into the playoffs, not XFL. It's Quinshon Judkins, bro. Especially half PPR.
Big C,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck
I think I would be willing to bet this is his IU league, his college league. Because I have Travion Henderson in our high school league, so he doesn't have him in that. Yeah, Big C, dude. It's Judkins, dude. I mean, after this week, Stevenson had more carries. He wasn't as effective in the run game, but he was more effective in the pass game per yardage, as they, and I fucking hate Mike Vrabel, and it's Quentin Judkins. I'm sorry. Until
Quinshon Judkins.
Quinshon,
I got you, buddy.
Quinshon Judkins.
Dude, Zay Flowers is not ass. Zay Flowers will be fine going forward. He should have had a touchdown.
No.
He had to throw a ball go right over his head that would have been a 25-yard completion, and he had the most bullshit offensive pass interference call I've ever seen. So like that day could have very easily been 4 catches
Lamar's
for
been playing like
75
dumb,
and a touchdown.
It's more
Yeah, he'll
Lamar
play
than
better.
Zay Flowers. Like Zay Flowers is fine.
Oh yeah, but he's just saying Zay Flowers is ass for fantasy, which he has been. But like he's also been really consistent before this week. I'm not worried about Zay Flowers. Like he's not a wide receiver 1. He's more of a high end wide receiver 3. But that's still a guy that I'm starting every week in the leagues I have him.
I have 0 Zay Flowers.
Dude,
Chuck
Chuck looking bad is a good thing for Juwan Johnson because he's just going to check the ball down to Juwan Johnson 5 times a game, which is what he's doing. If it's not PPR, Juwan Johnson has less appeal for me.
I'm saying I'm going to answer this easily. I'm going to have Juwan Johnson, in Rob's league with a 2 starting tight end, and I was not starting him for those last few weeks before Chuck came in, and he's been way starter worthy. Not necessarily when I'm saying this, I'm not saying, oh my God, he's Bowers, Kittle, any of those levels, but he's still the tight end position is so bad. He's been 10 to like 12 to 8. You know what I mean? Like he's starting worthy, and now he's been above average. Before Shuck came in, he was down. He was above average, and then he dropped all the way down to like 20 to 16. He's back up to 12 to 8 now, so he's fine.
Start 2, Burrow, Hurts, or Stafford, super flex. 4 for a passing touchdown, though. 6 for rushing. So I think you got to start Burrow against the Bills. I mean, you have to start all 3 of these guys. They're all 3 must starts just because Jalen Hurts has been struggling, like especially in a 4 for a passing touchdown league. Jalen Hurts is getting a fucking push touchdown. You know it.
Oh, even after the Bears I'm joking. I mean, if it's only 4, I would say Hurts is automatic starter just based on that, even though I know he's been playing bad. Because I'm saying, like, in the vacuum, I'm playing not Hurts. But if you're with a rushing touchdown, like being, compared to 6 to 4. But Stafford's at Arizona.
I know that's a good matchup inside. So we bench Joe Burrow then against the Bills?
I probably would. They're at Bills or they're at Bills? I mean, I don't like it, but yeah, I mean, I would. I mean, only because Stafford, Arizona, they're coming for blood. They played so bad last week. I have a feeling they're gonna go out on a limb to try to fucking blow them out. Oh, Mouth. Oh no, Mouth. You don't want that. You don't want no part of that shit, Mouth.
Spencer Rattler is probably a little better than Tyler Shucky, but he also is a second-year player compared to a rookie. So I think they're both similar. They both kind of blow. I don't mind Spencer Rattler. I think he's going to be a really good backup in the NFL. Like a guy that's going to be a heat check guy that comes in, wins some games, could be a starter on.
He could be a shitty Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I liked him coming out of college too, man. And the thing is, Tyler Shuck's shown me a little bit too, but Shuck's definitely worse.
Well, luckily,
and here's the thing: is I think Shuck is older than Rattler. I think Tyler Shuck's older than Rattler.
That's the funniest thing is that there's Caleb Williams, Rattler, who's only I think a year older, and then Shuck, who's 2 or 3 years. Yeah, yep, not good.
I need a kicker this week. Bates or McPherson. As long as the weather, I mean, it's Bates is off my radar. I'm not starting a Lions kicker ever. It's just they never kick field goals. So, and their offense is not broken, but it's not great. So I'm going McPherson. He just had 20 fucking 3 points or whatever the hell it was. So it's anyone over Bates. I'll say that. And as long as the weather isn't like really terrible in Buffalo this week, it's McPherson.
Which is crazy because Bates has been such a good fantasy kicker, but this year, for whatever reason, in the beginning of the year, he was all right, like for the first month, and then he's just been trash. Yeah, go McPherson.
It's not his fault. They don't kick field goals. Dan Campbell refuses to, unless it's 4th and 12. He goes for it. I mean, it's unreal. Real quick, check out his podcast, Downtown Sports, and link in the description every Tuesday. So is today?
And make sure you kiss his mouth.
His mouth, yeah. He probably just got done recording. So Downtown Sports, 23 separate platforms.
Love you, mouth.
You could find that pretty much everything but YouTube. Link in the description. Give that a check. Also, I'm going to hit you guys with an intro. Let's get this last question in here, and we'll get to everyone else's below this. Kelsey or Juwan Johnson this week? It's Kelsey for sure in a must-win game, right?
Especially because
all right, hit you guys. Kelsey's still what is he, number 5 for the year? Here you go. Here's the intro, and then we'll get to all your questions. All right, Ray is probably grabbing some meats. A couple things here. Here's Helen Hunt. Say hello to Helen. Doing this is a different fundraiser. I'm drinking Captain and Cokes right now. Or not even Captain. Sorry, it's Jack and Coke. So I'm doing Jack and Coke chugs tonight. So every 5 supers, beer chug. Every $20 super chat, beer chug. Everyone that signs up for the Patreon, beer chug. Tonight during the show, shout out to the Patreon members. Thank you all so very much for helping me keep this show going. Ray, I can't believe it's already week 14, man. I'm wearing down a little bit, but I'm going to finish. You're muted. I'm wearing down a little bit, but I'm going to finish the year out strong. A lot of good perks in there. You want the hat I'm wearing? You want free merchandise? You want access to the community fantasy leagues? You want to get guest appearances on the pod. Jason's coming on this Friday. Mark was on last Friday. About once a week, we have a special guest. If you're a professional fanatic in the Patreon, you get to come on the show. Also, the biggest 2 perks: access to the Discord community, fellas. That is this show 24/7. Access to my bets early. Here's our record on NFL plays. Prop bets no worse than -120 odds. 66 and 36. Rough week last week. 6-4 seems rough when you're on a heater like this, but we're gonna come back strong. You get the bets as I place them, so the odds don't change. Also, here's Helen Hunt. There's Helen Hunt. Say hello to Helen.
Rob, what's your favorite Helen Hunt movie?
Twister. Is that right? Here we go.
Red titties. Yo, cool. Yo, cool. Oh my
God. You're going to be the first kicker off the board. Are you kidding me? Maybe a 3rd rounder next year in fantasy. Me and Storey were talking. There was a stretch where Young Wei Koo, after like 5 years, he was sticking in a dome and he had no range. No, he had the number 1 field goal percentage in the history.
So good. I'm not even that. I'm saying fantasy wise, I had him in multiple years and he was a great kicker, like 10 to 18 points a game.
What was his problem,
dude?
Was he?
No, Rob. The easiest way to think about a kicker is a closer in the NFL or MLB. It's all up here, man. I mean, of course.
Can you imagine
their leg of physicality overall comes? But dude, look at Matt Prater, bro. What is he? 40 something? 40? Yeah. I'm not saying he's great, but he's still kicking for the fucking Bills. Like, so I'm saying it's a mental game, dude. Like, this guy is clearly, dude. He's gone on 3 different teams. He was elite on the fucking Falcons. Has been on. I don't know what team he was on before this team, but he's on three teams now. 2 teams in what, like less than a month? In 2 months.
Yeah.
It's
Can you imagine how nervous he's going to be? How nervous he's going to be when they get called into the office just to talk? He's going to be sweating bullets.
What is it that you do again?
I'm like a janitor. I'm a full-on rapist, you know? Africans, dyslexics, children, that sort of thing.
I'm sorry. Did you say you're a full-on rapist?
No. No. I help people. You know what I mean? I'm a
philanthropist?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I really love these Sunny clips.
Well, it's literally one of the greatest shows of all time. Like that. How is that?
And I set him up perfect. I wait for a comment to tie into what I just loaded up. All up here, baby. CK, thank you. Also, by the way, gentlemen, every one of you guys that's in the Discord, vote for Pedro. No, CK's mom is doing a baking contest, and they're voting for the best baking. Now, We didn't actually try our food, but we can imagine it's delicious. So
Yeah,
please go back in the regular.
Can Ray get a sample baked and sent
Yes,
to him?
if it's meat, especially baked meat.
Well,
In the regular Professional Fanatics chat, there's a link there.
Baked good always better than anything, so don't you worry about that.
Just go up in the chat and then click on that and give him a vote. Give her a vote, man. Please, if you could. You have a couple days, I think, left before it's shut out. But let's get her number one. There's a cash prize too. So yeah, we're all gonna do that for you. Thank you, CK.
Multiple votes, my man.
I'm going to you can vote every 24 hours. I put $10 in and I voted 10 times, but you guys can just do every 24 hours if you want. Yeah.
Because in New York City, there was Rays who were voting for Monambi 6 times in a day. Why can't I vote for a baking competition 6 times in a fucking day? New York City, I know, I'm just saying, like, that's just crazy. I'm being political, but it's like, that's crazy. You can vote 6 times in one day for a mayoral vote, but you can only vote 1 a day for a baking vote.
You remember like the MLB All-Star game, you're allowed to vote like 10 times. It's like stupid.
Yeah, right. Because,
so whatever fan base.
Well, when the Cubs were good in 16 and won the World Series, they had the full starting infield for the All-Star game. It's like
every Cubs fan was just voting.
Rizzo and Bryant, sure, but those others, but oops.
I want to ask you a question real quick before we get some more comments. So we were talking about Travion Henderson. You are a team in our league that we have together. One of ours, the we got commish. You have Travion and RJ Harvey. So I want to hear who you're worried about more. Like who is more panicked for you on your roster?
Or not Harvey. I'm sorry. Hendy. It's not even close because Stevenson's healthy and J.K. Dobbins isn't. Easy answer.
Right, but with Denver, you have a 3-way committee because Tyler Bidet ain't going away. The saying I have, but like he's still playing, 12 snaps. So you have him playing 12 snaps. You have Jaleel McLaughlin stealing series from him and getting a goal line carry 2 weeks ago. So
what you're sounding the alarm is I should be equally worried about him.
Equally, yeah. It's rough on both ends, man. And I don't have any Harvey.
I heard Storey Henderson when I watched, or whenever it was Sunday, or I think it was Sunday, whenever I was on and Storey came on and he brought that up. He's like, I told you guys, the fucking thorn in the side of RJ, and like he just said McLaughlin and who the fuck the other turd is. But,
I'm more worried about RJ Harvey, honestly, because the numbers look good this week with the 2 touchdowns. But as a guy that bet on his yards, I'm watching the game. He's not in the game very much.
I know, but
he played 58% of the snaps. Here's the problem. Here's why I'm not as worried about Henderson. Henderson's a much better player than Harvey. Harvey. He's more explosive. So I feel like he could do more with less. Now the goal line carries, Harvey's more likely to have them. But who's more likely to have a 60-yard touchdown? Clearly, Travion Henderson.
I will. So here's a couple things. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm not I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. But for goal line carries for Denver, RJ Harvey is the only running back over 200 pounds. So
right. I know.
I'm just saying.
2 weeks ago, I'm telling you, they gave McLaughlin the 2 snaps at the goal line. They had 2 snaps all game. They gave both to McLaughlin.
No. I saw that. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I guess what I'm saying is that my fellow Sigma Chi brother from Eastern Illinois is a fucking idiot because, like, why would you give your biggest back the ball? But either way, though, in general, though, is that Hendy, when he began the season, they didn't really trust him. What it seemed like, they didn't trust him to pass block. And just understand, it really is like how, like, with the Bears are blossoming right now, sort of understand the playbook and, like, the responsibilities and everything he needed to do. Hendy has really seemed to pick that up, especially when he's forced to play, and he was doing pretty well. I mean, dude, I watched all those games, dude. Like, he was picking up blocks pretty well, like better than what I was told how good he was at pass blocking. I mean, I don't know. I heard he was shitty at pass blocking. I saw him trying, like, not necessarily blowing up guys, but filling a hole.
He's good. He's fine. And, yeah.
I'm with you. I'm sorry, but in general, Hendy is a way more talented guy. So
yeah, he's way more talented. Now I will say this while saying that, just because I don't think RJ Harvey is very good. Adam says they say Henderson equals Gibbs. No, like that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. That's like saying DeAndre Ayton. That's like saying DeAndre Ayton Shaq. Like, dude, Jahmyr Gibbs is a 1 of 1. He is probably, I don't know, a top 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said Gibbs. I heard Gibson because Antonio Gibson was on that team. I was like, no, he's not that. But he's not. No. Because Gibbs, to your point, is a 1 of 1. He's literally one of the best running backs for what his talent is ever.
Yeah, Definitely more powerful than Harvey as well.
Correct.
I don't know. I just haven't seen much from Harvey. He went to UCF. Like,
I know.
Jameer Gibbs went to a elite college.
But the touchdowns mean nothing, I guess.
No, the opportunity's nice.
I don't know, but the yards, to your point, yards per touch is not there. What we thought, especially for a second round.
Jason, let's do that for CK. Let's all just hammer this vote every single day and get his mom the. He's Canadian, so he calls his mom his mom. Very cute. Very cute. Tell Mrs. CK that we all said hello, and maybe, just maybe, you could send off some of those baked goods for the fellas, because.
What happened to the last thing? I saw my name in it. You didn't even read it off.
Yeah, Big Ray, you mean John Doe can't play several votes and then voter ID. I figured that's kind of a political thing. Ray, you drinking tonight?
Sure.
Yeah, well, we got to chug. So apparently Koo said he pulled up from kicking the ball because it was moving. It was true, dude. That was a bad hold at first. It was like really, really, really like tilted. Then it got it rather straight. So I think that's kind of, Mark, I could see what he's saying, but like either way, like you try to kick the ball. Like I'm telling you, in golf, I've had the times where I've actually like kind of like touched the ground behind the ball. It's moving, and I still hit it.
About it. That's Rob. That's a really, really good. I'm sorry. That's a really good way to think about it, because, like, dude, I'm sorry. If anybody wants to stick up for this guy, first off, the guy's a millionaire. He doesn't give a shit about any of us. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but Younghoe Koo, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, you're paid to kick. Every single player on that team hates you now. You literally couldn't even kick the ball. You kicked the fucking ground. You're pathetic. And I'm not only like,
dude, he broke his ankle.
That looks gnarly. He should have shattered his foot. At least his toes. Dude, he went full on swinging, kicking right into the ground in a cold ground, and didn't even hit it. Like, no, he's a turd. Like, again, I don't feel bad for the guy. He's going to make more money than I'll ever make. Honestly, more than any of us in the chat combined will make. Now I'm not saying anything bad about any of us, but the dude's a multi-millionaire. Fuck him. He's fine. Don't feel bad.
Real quick, Mouse says, "Oh no, stop the vote for vote for CK, stop the politics." We don't really talk politics on the show, but we'll entertain anyone's political views. Ray clearly cares about it more than I do. I don't care either way. Ray knows this.
Mouth.
I'm an independent.
Well, I'm sorry that we went into like a half a second. Like we don't make this political.
Well, Jason's very, very, very passionate. And again, I don't ever hate anyone for being passionate. I don't care. Yeah, I'm passionate about like dogs, porn, candy. This show,
my God,
friendship, beer.
Whoa. So let me rephrase what you just said you cared about. Your dogs, my friendship, the show, candy, porn. You just named off all these random things that are good in ways, but I just named off the real list. Dogs are first. I mean, I'm a good person.
We love dogs. Hold on, I gotta get to a question though from Wally. How many Charbonnet and canine shares do I have? I have one canine and 3 or 4 Charbonnets. You have Charbonnet shares, right? Or do you have?
I have
canine?
0 canine.
I got you, bro. You have 0. You have 0 of both.
No, you cut me off. So now how would you know?
Of course I did.
No, I have 0
So
canine. I have 1 Sharp I'm in 4 leagues, and I have 0 K9. I have 1. You're 0 K9 and 1 Sharps, and that's in that league I told you in the high school league. That's 10 guys, and my backup, my running backs are Javonte Williams, Kyron Williams, Travion Henderson, Stevenson, and Sharps.
Ready for this chug? By the way, if you're tuning in, you have not subscribed to the channel. We have not had a sub in like 3 streams somehow. That's wild to me. Sub the channel, like the video, sub the channel. Let's go. Only 19 likes in this video. Let's get more up here. Let's get some more folks in here. We still have 4 weeks of the fantasy season left. We have a whole off season of fun shit we have planned. Won't be 7 days a week. It'll be 3 or 4 shows a week. And then next year we're gonna hit it hard, man. You're gonna get on this shit early. My best ball drafts, every fan tracks draft, 30 shows, 40, 50 shows. Me, Storey, Big Ray. Let's get this chug in here. You ready?
Give me 1 second. I just gave you your 19th like.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Let's answer a question. In the meantime, Sven, Adonai, Godwin, Vele, Pierce, Jaden Higgins, DJ Moore, start 2, flex 1, PPR. So
Damn, that's
I'm
actually
gonna
a good
go
question.
Pierce for sure. Godwin for sure, and then probably Adonai Mitchell or DJ Moore.
I mean,
It's crazy. Is it crazy to say Adonai Mitchell over DJ Moore?
No. I a bit, but not like it's not like you're crazy. It's just that it's a little outside the box, I'd say. Not
Is
crazy.
there any world that DJ Moore gets over 10 targets? Because there's a very good possibility Adonai Mitchell's getting 8 to 10 targets every game the rest of the year. We've seen it in back-to-back games, dude.
Are you cornering me into my own ways? You're doing it, aren't you?
We need the value, man. Production, and opportunity. Opportunity trumps everything.
I just want everybody to understand that this is what Rob does, and I love it. He's literally he's posting Ray into an actual good fantasy point against a love of Bears, my favorite point, my favorite team receiver, who is good, DJ Moore. Everyone knows DJ Moore, but here's the thing: is that the Bears have clearly taken to the run, and I've said this before. I'll happily look it up. I know I've said before, the only way the Bears really win against these good teams is to not let them have the ball as much to they be able to you have the ball 8 to 10 times and you score every time, like the fucking Lions did, 50 to 52 to whatever, 18, whatever the fucking horrible score that was, and then you have this game against the Eagles. So especially, dude, Rob,
my biggest concern about DJ Moore is Luther Burden. Luther Burden has been playing more snaps over 3 weeks. He's up to 50%. Cole Kmet caught a touchdown last week. Colson Loveland looks really good. So you have a two-way. Sorry, I spit up some Jack and Coke spittle. It's definitely Adonai Mitchell for me, man. And if you want to go DJ Moore over Godwin, I wouldn't do that because Chris Godwin's looking decent. I slandered the man early in the year when he came back. He looks better. Mm-hmm. And until Mike Evans comes back, those are the high-value targets that Baker is comfortable with.
Well, and again, I guess I'll say is that, I'll just reiterate what I said. I love the Bears. I love DJ Moore. But Rob, first off, when Luther Burden was drafted, I thought that was going to be Ben Johnson's version of Amon St. Brown to replace DJ Moore, especially DJ Moore's paid so much. And on top of that, they're running the ball not more, but they're having one of the top 3 running offenses in the league. So DJ Moore is much.
They are top 5 in neutral run script rate, which is crazy. Right. You ready to do the chug? Here we go. Get back to everyone's question in a second. I'll race you. I had a late start there.
Yep.
Hey-o. Hollywood Jack, start 3, full PPR. Dunze, Ladd, Flowers, Mitchell, and Higgins. That's Jaden Higgins, I'm guessing. T. Higgins still in concussion protocol, which is strange. We just saw CJ Stroud miss, I believe, 3 games with a concussion. Ladd, if I can't start Ladd if it's Trey Lance.
Jaquan Brisker for the Bears, safety last year, he missed half of the year from a concussion. I'm saying everybody's concussions are different with everybody, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, it's Ladd.
I'm not starting Ladd if Trey Lance is playing quarterback.
Oh,
no way. So Flowers, I'm starting Flowers against a bad Pittsburgh's defense. I'm starting a Dunze. I know it's been rough, but he's still playing the most snaps.
He's the number 1. Whether people want to admit it, he is the number 1 in Chicago. It's a fact.
Probably Ladd, but if it's Trey Lance, if it's no Justin Herbert at all, I'm going Mitchell over Ladd.
I can agree with that.
Right?
And to be honest,
Trey Lance.
I might go Higgins over Jane Higgins over Ladd, depending. My point is, I think if Trey Lance plays, Higgins and him could have similar outputs, is what I'm getting at.
You guys are local. Ben Johnson took his shirt off. Is it true? Is it true? Free meat rockets for the city.
Yeah, tonight, dude. It was today. If you want me to tell you. So, long story short, about 5 weeks ago, Wiener Circle, who they have that's one of the most legendary Chicago hot dog spots, but they're also local, or they're legendary because they purposely give you shitty service and be assholes to you. And so, anyways, they put out a tweet about 6 weeks ago saying that if the Bears win a game and Ben Johnson takes his shirt off, free hot dogs for the city. Well, that happened. What was the other one that free hot dogs that the Wiener Circle
takes his pants off?
No,
I don't know.
They already did. No, I'm saying there was already a thing that if something happened It was a Bear. I think it was a Bears win against the. It was Bears against somebody. Either way, the Wiener Circle already had free hot dogs, and it was like an hours and hours late. Well, they had that, and I'm saying they threw out the tweet. Ben Johnson took off his shirt over this past weekend, and so today was the free hot dog day. Well, Rob, the active temperature right now is about 21 degrees, feels like 9. That's right now in the middle of the night. So during the day, we'll say it was 30 something, 32 with a feel of 20 something. And there were people hanging out outside in the cold in Chicago, just waiting for free hot dogs. Some people were, yep, not everybody, but there were people with shirts off. And because I'm saying, I listen to ESPN 1000, ESPN Chicago all the time, and they had some of their producers who were younger, like in their early 20s, who were like at the Wiener Circle with their shirts fucking off.
Can we get every win? If they win this game against the Packers, they essentially are almost locking up the division.
Anything you want besides me showing my dong and my dirt.
No, not you. I'm saying, can we get Ben Johnson to start taking off more articles of clothing so by the playoffs he's naked in these fucking.
By the way, did you see him take his shirt off? You saw the video?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm not saying he was like jacked out of his mind, but I was happy with his. He was not a dad bod. He looked a little. Not yoked at anything, but just like he showed his muscles.
He looked fit.
I would say he looked fit. Yeah, fit. Yep.
Would you say that?
But no, man, dude. I'm gonna tell you, Jason, dude. Ben Johnson is taking this entire Chicago city on his back and just shot it to the moon. Everybody in the Chicagolands and the Chicago is just fucking on cloud 9 right now with this Bears team. Why not? We do anything with the playoffs. It doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, it's a win for the year, regardless of what happens. As long as we don't blow this playoffs, just making the playoffs is a win for us.
Bears going to have this year?
9.
Oh, really?
Well, that was their Vegas number too.
Oh, fuck Vegas, fuck them. I'm saying in a good way. No, I'm saying fuck them. They're not. Man, damn them.
Chuck is 26 and Rattler is 25. So
God.
the rookies older than but they're both old. The point is they're both old because it's a second year player and a rookie. Why are you doing that stuff? Big Ray, boots on the ground. You know what that means?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I don't know what any of that means. So,
Jason, I'll rate you after this.
No, I would say Ben Johnson would do that, but he doesn't wear shoes. He's usually just always naked. Love that.
Are you talking about Phil Jackson? Mr. No Shoes Zenny?
Ooh, yeah, he is a Zenny. Adam says, what would the Vikings be with Mariota?
Better. Actually, I think they'd be right. I think the NFC North would be a little more even. It's pretty even, but I'm saying because the Vikings are less uneven. I think the Bears might be like still 9-3 is a lot. We only played the Vikings. Well, we played them twice. I don't know. The Vikings would be better. Maybe like a game or two at most. One game for sure, I think.
No, it could be a lot more than that, bro. Like the quarterback's been such a net negative. Mariota is like an average of above average quarterback right now. And he offers the
I also think that team is not as good as you're acting like.
No, but they've lost some close games and their quarterback play has literally just been abysmal. It's the worst in the NFL right now.
I watched the NFC North more than any other fucking teams because they're in our division. I want to know what we're going, unless the Bears are bad. Then I already know. But the Bears are good. I'm watching every single NFC North team like a fucking hawk. I don't understand them. And Rob, you know what's really funny? You asked me this about maybe 6 weeks ago. Well, what my response to whatever week it was of the NFL, and I told you that there was a separation of the bad teams and good teams. Dude, since then, it's come back to this. Like it's anybody's year this year right now. Honestly, unless Patrick. Here's the thing: if Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs do not make the playoffs, it's seriously anybody's year. And I don't like to say that because I have Chiefs fans and I love them to death, but I fucking hate them because they're assholes. Because they sit there and say, "We have Mahomes, you pick Trubisky, fuck yourself." I'm joking saying that, but that's basically
now we got Caleb. We would never had Caleb, and I still want Mahomes. I'm just saying, but guess what?
Yeah,
finally, the Chiefs are.
Mahomes is he might be the best quarterback of all time.
I'm not on on board with any Mahomes slander because he's actually not the problem this year. He's playing better this year than last year.
I give them the fucking slander because they're diehard fans, like Packers. Packers fans who are it's the same difference. And they throw it in our face that they were able to get Mahomes because we fucked up, and it's like, So I'm saying now that they're not doing great, Rob, look, I just shove it in their
Yeah.
face. You know, their response is, well, Ray, we dominated the NFL for 5-6 years, so fuck off. And I'm like,
That's
well,
true.
you did.
That's a valid response. Wally, I'll get back to your comment in a second. Jonathan says if you put term dad bod in a vacuum, it was, yeah. So he's a skinny dad bod. It's bordering dad. Like I have a dad bod. I'm 250 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Officially, I have a dad bod. I kind of look like E.T.
No,
I'm naked.
No, but you know what I'm saying? You're in a good way. Like you are the definition of a dad bod. You have a little chub, but
you haven't
not, like,
seen
fat.
me naked. No, it's more than a dude. I'm 250
I've
pounds.
seen you
I'm a
with a
big
shirt off.
dude.
That's all I need to know about the dad bod.
Yeah. So yeah.
Don't you give
Jonathan,
these fuckers any bad ideas
your,
if I've seen you fully naked, you fucker.
What's your body like, Jonathan? Let me know your age, sex, location, BMI, like how tall are you, what's your, all that kind of stuff, if you don't mind sharing. How confident are you guys in Burrow this week versus Buffalo, or should I go with Love versus Bears or T-Law versus Indy? No, I'm not going to get cute. I'm playing Joe Burrow.
I mean, especially because the dude, the Bills.
We have a chug, by the way.
Right. Well, either way, the Bills just. Well, give me 1 second to fucking pour in. I chugged the one. Was there another one that happened?
We got another one. We're getting up here.
Fine.
I switched to beer though. I can't do two Jack and Cokes.
No, that's fine. I have beer.
I'm playing Mahomes. It's just simple. I don't care about the matchup. Like,
dude,
the other guys you're talking about just aren't worth it.
Jason, you're just being a hater. I love you, Jason. You're just a hater as much as I am. Because I'm telling you why I'm a hater, because I'm a Bears fan. Because I have friends who are Kansas City Chiefs fans and they hate on me. We're like, oh, well, thank you for Mahomes because you're the shitty fucking idiot who traded up for the wrong guy. So I'm saying you were just being a hater because you know what, Jason? You got Tom Brady. Look at my finger. You got Tom Brady. And you know what Tom Brady said on live air? Rob, I know you heard it. He's literally said, either way, he just said that he was that close to come to the Bears. What the fuck?
Yeah. He doesn't suck, dude. Mahomes is still a top 3, top 4 quarterback of all time if he retires tomorrow. Now, being attached to Travis Kelce and Andy Reid helps, but every one of the guys that in the top conversation, Joe Montana had Jerry Rice and Bill Walsh, right? Like Tom Brady had Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski is a god.
Well, Rob, honestly, I mean, let's be real. There's not any real good top tight end Hall of Fame, or top 10 Hall of Fame quarterback that didn't have a Hall of Fame positional player, running back, tight end, receiver at their disposal. That's not a thing.
Mouth. Let's see. Oh Lord, MAGAT, mega, make American great again. Something. The Vikings O line is much worse this year than last year, making the quarterback issues even worse. So yeah, he would help just because he can move. Like dude, literally the Vikings quarterback situation this year has been worse than what the Browns have had. Like Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are better than what the Vikings have had. Look at the numbers, man. They're not throwing picks. Like the Vikings are throwing picks.
Saying that, like I would. You're right though. Let's put in the vacuum. Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur and
who? Think about this, Ray. Think about this for a second. Who does Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders have to throw to? Nobody. Jerry Jeudy. Vikings have fucking Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and then Hawkinson blows. Like he's still get paid a lot.
What the fuck is wrong with Jerry Jeudy? What was he? I could not believe that video of him just debrading and yelling at Shedeur. And he literally said, "You're fucking wrong." No, I'm saying literally, he's like, "You're fucking wrong." It's like, or whatever, like, something about you're wrong. I could have swore he said you're fucking wrong, or like you're wrong. Like it doesn't matter. It's like, dude, you're telling a fifth round rookie that he's wrong when Jerry Jeudy's been in the league for now, what, 7 years, 6 years, probably? Like
8.
Dude,
I say 8 years, dude.
Well, even worse, dude. Come on, be a leader, be a man. I don't know. It's like that is in my eyes, that's the same difference of you going to your child and beating the shit out of them and telling them that they're wrong. It's like you beat a child up. Now, Shedeur Sanders.
No, it's even worse. It's like beating a dog up because a dog can't talk back.
Yeah,
No, I hate people that beat dogs and beat children too. But I have a very soft spot for dogs.
Wood chipper.
Ray, yeah, you ready? Yeah, wood chipper. Here we go. All right. No problemo, CK. Ray, I sent you a text. Check your phone. Helen Hunt meet and greet. Oh, a Helen Hunt meet and greet. Well, we want to talk to Samson.
I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Here she is. Which one do you want to see? You want this Helen or you want this Helen? I think I like this Helen better.
I would do
That's
that one
Helen.
because she's not up close, bro. Like that's at least a little bit back. That and show it again. The next one.
Okay. Yeah, there's the reaction I want to hear. That's a story reaction.
Hey, I gotta go leak the jobs. Give me a second.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Sven, you got to go watch It's Always Sunny, man. If I don't know if you watch Seinfeld, it's just a crazier, like way crazier version of Seinfeld. Premise, character development, show arc, all those kind of things.
Go watch our podcast. I'm sorry, I didn't have to watch literally as I was walking away. Go watch our podcast, Rob. I'm saying, tell him.
He's got to watch the show first. He's got to watch the show first. Right? You got to watch the show first.
You're right.
You're going to do that.
All right, I'll be right in 1 second.
Candy dog porn. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of just making up shit. I like a lot of stuff, but let's see. Detroit Dallas should be fantasy fireworks. Goff definitely going to outscore Dak. No, Dak's going to outscore Goff. You know what is kind of scaring me about this game is it's the most obvious high scoring game ever. What's the over under, man? It's probably, let's take a gander. 54.5, bro. Like those games scare me because those are the games that end up 23-20, 20-17. Now I don't know what world that could happen, but it could happen. And man, that would be disappointing, but even a low scoring game, it'll still be good fantasy numbers because these teams are going to air it out. Sharps or Chris Rodriguez? I'm probably going Chris Rodriguez, bro. Charbonnet's at the Falcons. Chris Rodriguez is at the Vikings. Give me Chris Rodriguez. Guaranteed touches and goal line work. I like that. Start or sit, Helen Hunt or Caitlyn Jenner? Well, I know Caitlyn Jenner sits down when she pees now. Now Bruce Jenner might have done that already, just like practice for his transformation. But I would rather be with, I don't know, man. I think I have to say Helen Hunt because she's a woman. But Caitlyn Jenner is prettier than Helen Hunt now, like for sure. If I in a vacuum, Helen Hunt's prettier than Caitlyn Jenner. Is that weird for me to say? I'm just speaking truth, man. Like Helen Hunt looks rough, brother. Rough. Dan, I would say, yeah, Tesla is definitely worth picking up, but it's a 1 or 2 week rental. So don't get over your skis on Tesla. It's not rest of the season. It's not a rest of the season kind of thing, but let's see where are we at here. I am lost in the chat. My bad. Third leg failed him. Wrong kid died. Where am I at? Here I am. Dude at the bottom kind of looks like Shane Gillis. Yeah, I guess he's pretty funny too. He's kind of like Shane Gillis in general. Ed and I will definitely get the targets. Will he catch them all? Maybe. Well, he did last week in the week, the first week with Justin Fields, he dropped every pass. But part of that was Justin Fields just not throwing a very catchable ball. Any must-add waiver wires this week? Well, it's Adonai Mitchell, but CK and a lot of you guys know on the show, I already picked up Adonai Mitchell in probably 8 spots last week. I like to get 1 week ahead of these things, and we got a couple other names for you. I'll run through it for you. Chris Rodriguez is a name I'd be looking at. Bam Knight, get ahead of the Trey Benson news. If Trey Benson is not played this week, he's out for the year. He can't come back. He's not eligible. It's season-ending IR. So Bam Knight becomes a back-end RB2. And then Blake Corum and Brian Robinson Jr., the guys I've been talking about as stashes. Wide receivers, Adonai Mitchell for sure. And then Tesla would be the guy for like a 1 or 2 week rental. Jaden Higgins is fine like this week and fine rest of the season, but he's nothing more than like a low-end wide receiver 3. Tight ends, Colson Loveland, Strange, Fannin, and Darren Waller. Darren Waller has I believe he has Cincinnati in week 16, which is a great matchup, man. You're muted.
How would those guys be available though? Those tight ends, like those.
Darren Waller's 33%, Fannin's 35%, Strange is 33%, Colson Loveland's 43% rostered on Yahoo. I mean, there's also like some free leagues and stuff, so they're probably more all like 50%.
I'm just in too many deep leagues, I guess. These guys are never available.
Yeah, Trone. I would start Bo Nix over Jordan Love for sure. I know Bo Nix hasn't been good, but Bo Nix is an easier matchup.
Well,
Jordan Love, don't chase that game.
Well, explain to him the secondary for the Bears being healthy. I think that's the difference. The Bears secondary, the Bears secondary, they lead in takeovers or turnovers. I'm sorry, and it's not even close. And here's the thing: is that the Bears right out of the gate they lost two. Like first off, Jalen Johnson when he's healthy is probably. I mean, when I'm not even like being nice about it, being a diehard Bears fan, he's still a top 5 cornerback. He could be top 3. Honestly, like I'm not even being like I feel like I'm not being crazy to say that just being a Bears fan, but that's true. So the Bears are getting back a top 5 cornerback. They're getting the number 1 slot corner in the league with Kyler Gordon. If you don't know who Kyler Gordon is, he went to Washington. He was a second-round pick for the Bears. First year with Ryan Poles, who's the GM for the Bears, along with Jaquan Brisker, who was one of our starting safeties out of Penn State. And I don't know, man. Like, if you're thinking that the Bears are going to lit up on the secondary, because here's the thing: the Bears secondary is so good. I think that with the lack of pass rush, they're still able to keep up. Especially the Packers don't have like elite. They don't have Justin Jefferson's all over running the place.
Got a question for you from Mouth. You were gone. Start or sit Helen Hunt or Caitlyn Jenner?
Well, one's a woman, one's not. So I'm sitting.
Hey, I do believe Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year, right? You didn't hear this?
I'm not gay. I'm not. I don't.
No, but I did make this point. As currently constructed, Caitlyn Jenner is actually prettier than Helen Hunt, though. Helen Hunt looks like a mutant. It's gross to say. I'm not saying I'd rather sleep with Caitlyn Jenner over Helen Hunt, although that would be conquering Mount Everest. But she is prettier, right? Admit it, Ray. Admit it. I know you won't admit it on camera.
First you said she. I'm not saying that she's prettier than anything.
It is prettier than Helen Hunt's.
He might be pretty.
Yeah. No, I think Bruce Jenner as a dude is prettier than Helen Hunt is now. Pretty guy, right? He's kind of a pretty guy. He's a pretty guy. All right, so you're saying Helen Hunt.
He's ashamed of everything, dude. Like,
he's pleading the fifth. Not real. See, I have no shame, Ray.
I know.
I mean, obviously, I've put out.
Well, you do. You have shame. You just literally admitted you'd rather bang a guy than a woman. Like, yeah.
I didn't. I implied it. I didn't say it. I implied it. It's implied.
Implying.
Ray, I have probably 30,000 hours of videos on YouTube and being hammered and saying the most crazy shit. So if you wanted to someone could go through all those hours and find the most egregious things I've ever said.
That is one of the least craziest things he's ever said. That's
I mean, that's definitely mild. That's like a 4 out of 10 for me. So
yeah, right.
Nothing really too crazy.
I'll give you that. It might be a 3. It might be a 3 out of 10.
Adam, Herbert will play with he came back in the game with that padded glove, which pretty much stopped him from going under center. Now he's having surgery. So you saw what Aaron Rodgers was wearing. Dude, something similar to that. It's like
first off, Aaron Rodgers was it was funny. I didn't realize how bad hurt he was. And then when they were explaining it on the game, they're like, oh, yeah, look at his right hand. He's fine. He can hand it because he's right-handed. He's good to go. But his left hand, and then, they literally never handed it off to the right because his left hand could not, grip the ball at all to, hand it off. So this is where we're going at with Justin Herbert. I mean, Vidal and Hampton, Vidal will look good until further notice with Hampton. And, I think the run – because – they're gonna have to go with the running game, but I don't. The problem is they don't have they do not have a good enough O-line with their injuries. If they have no injuries,
correct,
I'd have a different tone. But both starting tackles, who would be starting left tackles for 90% of the league, both those guys.
I'll say this, Ray. I think I said this to Storey yesterday. He shot it down immediately. I said if Justin Herbert's out for 2 or 3 weeks, I am picking up Trey Lance. Because Trey Lance is dog shit at football. But Trey Lance has a big arm. He's got good weapons there, and he can run like a gazelle, dude. So, it's going to be Justin Fields with a better team, if that makes sense, where he's not going to get, they're not going to get blown out. And I think he's going to have 60 or 70 yards rushing, dude. Trey Lance is good at rushing. He's bad at throwing, but I'm picking up Trey Lance.
So you're telling me a guy that was drafted, that team drafted up to take, mortgage their future, got lucky with Mr. Irrelevant to make their team okay and not get fucked like every other team would have had to if they would have drafted a dude second overall, fucked that up, and then drafted Mr. Irrelevant and it fucked that up like most teams do as well. So you're telling me that this team and this shithole when I say the shithead, that team's not a shithole, but that shithead, you're telling me. Actually, let me rephrase this. I don't believe in it, but I will tell you this: there is a chance because every single quarterback that's gone to Kyle Shanahan that's left him, including Mac Jones.
Trey Lance is trash, dude. Trey Lance is trash. I don't care about that. We're talking about fantasy, dude. Trey Lance is good for fantasy.
If you're trash, just because
he was fine in San Fran.
Okay. So Robbie, he's a better Kyler Murray. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not fucking starting him.
Yeah, I would start him over. I have Trevor Lawrence in a couple leagues because I've lost quarterbacks.
Oh boy.
I would play him over Trevor Lawrence. I got to see it the first week, but dude, I'm telling you, 60 or 70 yards rushing in a rushing touchdown goes a long way, dude.
I'm not disagreeing because that's exactly what Daniel Jones was doing in the beginning of the year, and he fell off to be a complete piece of shit. So I'm saying, no.
What do you think the odds are that the Chiefs make the playoffs? Is it 50-50?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd still sticking to that. I don't want them making it at all because they fuck things up. If they make the playoffs, I won't be shocked if they make the Super Bowl just because I hate them and they will do it. But at this point, they are against the biggest 8-ball in their entire career right now, and it's still 50-50.
Green Bay, Cleveland, Green Bay, San Fran, Detroit. Ray, what will the Bears end up record-wise? So we got 9 wins.
So Green Bay, Cleveland, Green Bay, San Francisco. Yeah, so I think the Bears will split with the Packers. I think it'll be close both games, and I just think that they'll both just win out either game. Now, clearly, I really hope that the Bears just completely stomp the shit out of them like they did with the Eagles, and I would literally be coming my pants big time.
Hey.
But yeah, you say ew, but I say ooh.
No, I said hey-o. I didn't say you.
Oh, well, hey-o.
Yeah, hey-o. I got me excited. I say 11-6.
No, honestly though, here's the thing that Rob, they could go 9 and they could go 9-8. They could lose every single one of these games. They could, but I realistically think that they will split one with the Packers. I think because here's the thing, dude. Especially if I want to put this real easy. I'll leave it this. It's 10 wins. I'll leave it at that. But I'll say this real quick.
Ooh.
Everybody who says that the Packers will beat the shit, or not even beat the shit, that will win against the Bears this upcoming weekend. The Bears won Week 17 at Green Bay when the Bears had nothing to play for, and the Packers did, and we beat them on the last-second field goal with a way worse fucking team and an absolute dog shit coach. We now have Ben Johnson.
Speaking into the microphone.
No,
CK has a Homer Simpson body. You say 10 wins. That's crazy. You're lower than I am. I can tell you this. They definitely have more of a shot to lose every game. Ray's showing the belly. They have more of a shot to lose every game than they do to win every game. Yes. I say they go 2-3 down the stretch, which is enough to make the playoffs. Yeah. Get us in. I don't know about winning. They might still win the division with that record too, because Green Bay does not have the easiest schedule as well.
Well, that's the thing. They need to win one game against the Packers to win this division, and I think they could. Because again, we beat the Packers at home when we were terrible. We're now pretty good right now. I'm not gonna sit here like I would love to be. Trust me, everybody. I would love for me to be sitting here just riding the Bears hardcore and be like, yeah, they're the best team in the NFL. They're going to beat everybody around, but we're not that good.
That's not riding. That's sucking. This is riding.
I know.
Jonathan, 6'2", 198, 9% body fat. Would you take it back you would take it back in the AOL days with age, sex, location. I love saying that. Jonathan's just yoked out here.
Sounds like Jonathan, you and I should have fucking wrestled back in when I was in high school. I was 6'2", 210.
Jonathan's choosing Helen Keller over the other two. That is Helen Hunt or Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, you mean the woman that wasn't really blind or deaf that her sister said that was a lie? Okay. Let's move it along. Let's go ahead and just bring great conspiracy theories that I can just debunk easily. Oh, we went to the moon? Nope. Never went to the moon. At least
that's an off-season stuff. Mark, 2 separate leagues, half PPR, Gatson or Ferguson? Ferguson.
Two separate leagues.
It's Ferguson.
Yeah, right.
I don't like it. I don't like Ferguson.
No, right. But here's the thing: is that Dak is healthy and he's actually been playing damn good. And that Dallas offense is literally one of the best offenses in the league right now. Gaskin, like we said, we don't know what's happening with Herbert. Just be safe. Go Ferguson. I understand he hasn't been what he has been in the beginning, the first half of the season when he was number 1 tight end. But you're still getting a fringe top 10 tight end with one of the better honestly, probably top 5 offenses in the league.
If I can't get Strange, who do you prefer rest of the season? Waller, Ertz, or AJ Barner? That's really, really tough. In PPR, it's probably Zach Ertz or Waller. In standard or half, Waller's the touchdown guy, but AJ Barner does take the tush push in Seattle. So you might get 1 or 2 free touchdowns there in Seattle at AJ Barner. I think I would rank it PPR, Ertz, Waller, Barner. Half PPR, it's Waller / Barner, and then Ertz last.
So the fact that Waller was the number 1 tight end when he was healthy doesn't mean anything to you?
Sorry, what was that?
I said the fact that Waller was the number 1 tight end when he was healthy during those weeks doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying, just for production out of tight end.
Numbers are good. Production's good. But again, I got to see the guy in the field more than 50% of the snaps. That's not sustainable. It's not catching a touchdown every week is not sustainable for Travis Kelce. You can't tell me that fucking Darren Waller's going to do it with Tua. I don't believe it.
Dallas Goedert was in the same boat. I just said that.
I know, and look what happened.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
So, and AJ Barner has a touchdown upside of tush push, which is just awesome. I love that.
But his passing production is just not there.
We want Harvey over all those tight ends if it's a flex. Like, I don't want to play a tight end at flex.
No, right. No. Please play Harvey.
I dropped Strange to stash Quorum. Dude, this whole channel is just gonna like throw it. I mean, again, I hate celebrating injuries or anything like that. But if Kyron gets mono or something, let's just say gets mono for 3 weeks, we're gonna be so happy with Blake Quorum. You don't have Blake Quorum in the league. You have Kyron in those leagues.
No, the 2 leagues.
Ray's not gonna come on the show.
No,
he's not gonna come on the show for
here's the
2
fucked up
weeks.
thing. The 2 leagues I have Kyron and I do not have Blake Corum, but the 2 leagues I do not have him in, I do have him. And the one I'm going to be out of the playoffs to win, but the other one is in your league. And you want to know what? At this point, I'm almost I just look back when you're done. Look what I'm doing. I hope at this point, unless I make it to deep in those other playoffs, because I'm already gunning for your ass to be a 3-peat champ. At this point, I'm almost hoping Kyron gets hurt so I can just have a nice Blake Corum to fucking plug into my take you.
My team shall prevail. Pickles will prevail. I'm tempted to just drop Gatson. I'd only be playing on week 16 against Dallas, where Strange has a similarly ranked matchup versus Denver. Yeah, Denver's not a bad matchup for tight ends. You just saw Zach Ertz at 10 receptions. I think you can just get rid of Gatson, man. Again, even with Herbert, with the offensive line struggles, he's blocking a little bit more. I would say blocking a little bit, which he never blocked at all before. And Keenan Allen, QJ, Lad McConkey. Now you have a Marion Hampton coming back. Like, if he's not scoring touchdowns or making big plays, and the problem is now the offensive line can't hold up for him to be a seam-stretching tight end, that's where he makes his money. They're not throwing the ball downfield at all anymore. So Gatson, it's been rough, and I didn't buy into it at all.
Was it if Herbert was 100% healthy with his hands? Like, I wouldn't say like, oh, he's not. And that's why, like, they're going to lean into what the Bears' plan has been against the Eagles. They're going to be running the ball. I mean, they had success this past week. And they get Marion Hampton, who they drafted in the first round. Are you kidding? Like, dude, they're going to take total advantage of that, as they should.
Well, you guys like fanning over Ertz this week, full PPR? I know the safe bet, like, it seems obvious to say Ertz. I throw on some knowledge for you.
Don't even tell me, because you told me fanning last week over other guys and who scored a touchdown. So I'll just go fan.
So the last 2 weeks, Fannon's played 90% of the snaps and 92% of the snaps. David Njoku, 49% and 51%. So he is doubling him up in snaps, essentially. That's trending in the good direction for us, Harold Fannin.
So what is it?
92% elite.
What does that tell you of what is happening with the Bears' same exact situation? What does that tell you?
Well, Colson Loveland's not doing that, though.
I understand, but the same difference.
Close.
They're paying.
They're
paying Cole Kmet more money probably than Njoku. When I say probably, it might not be much. It might be like $1 million more. Honestly, it's pretty close. My point is, I think both teams will end up getting rid of those guys or reconstructing their contracts to keep them here to go with a younger guy.
David Njoku is 100% going to be gone this year. 100% out of Cleveland.
So he doesn't.
Cole Kmet will stick around because the Bears are in win now mode, and having a second tight end is awesome. Now he makes a lot of money, but they can't stop that. Cole Kmet last 2 weeks, 63%, 67%. Colson Loveland 65%, 59%. So he's been outsnapped by Cole Kmet the last 2 weeks.
But again, like I said, but I'm saying to your point, like the Bears will. Cole Kmet's making too much money. They will reconstruct his contract into a bonus, which like every NFL team does. Because that's why, as they say in the NFL, the salary cap is a fucking lie.
It can be manipulated very, very strongly. Brendan says, what's your guys' thoughts on Amon-Ra St. Brown's potential playing this Thursday? I said 10% chance he plays at best. So I think if anything, they're leaving the door open to kind of fuck with the other, to fuck with Dallas and having a plan for him.
I'm telling you right now here, Brennan, that Rob literally just nailed it more on the head than I could have ever said it. They are just playing mind games. He's out this week. I'm praying to God that he's going to play next week, because this week I'm just assuming he's out. Like it's 10 whatever, like bullshit. He's not playing this week. It's just to be sure, just like for any single NFL team that has a major all-pro player, if they're not 100% blown knee and they're out for that game, they'll play mind games. The other team will be like, oh, they could play, and they don't. You know, they know that, but they still have to put a little package in to make sure in case he does play.
Wally says, Rob, I watched one of your draft videos, and you and your wife are fucking hilarious. I drafted her teams on the stream as well, and she'd sit behind me, and I do the draft, but I also give her like 2 names to pick from, and because I want her to have some say in it. But like I've generally taken the ultimate say. And next year she did. She did draft one team.
I was about to say though, there might have been, oh, take this guy, and you're like, yeah, we'll take that guy.
No, I'll give her 2 options if they're close, But like she did draft one team on her own because I had a separate draft going on, and she is 9-4 right now in that league, all on her own. It was the very end. It was the last one she did, so she had a very good idea of where everyone's going. I had notes.
She doesn't watch you. She has no input on you from ever. It's just like her own just randomness. I love Erica.
She is gonna make.
I love Erica. I'm not talking down on her. Don't even act like I'm not. I'm just saying. You have taught her well, is what I'm getting at, you fucker. So
yeah, she heard me talk about Tucker Kraft all year, so she took Tucker Kraft. She heard me. Obviously, we've been taking JSN a lot. She took JSN. But no, the draft video he's referencing was one of the one. I think it's probably the one she walks out on because I took Roma Dunze, and she just hates the Bears and like hates Bears players. So like, I think I took Swift. She likes the Bengals and she likes the Lions. She's just not really a fan of any team really. She just likes those teams. She likes Joe Burrow. She's in love with Joe Burrow.
So she's a Lions fan, so there you go. That's why she hates the Bears.
Not saying she doesn't root for the Bears. She just doesn't like drafting Bears players because how bad the Bears have been since she started watching football.
That's a realistic, understandable option.
Yeah. So no, I think what happened is I drafted in this league. I'm specifically talking about that Wally's referencing. I drafted DeAndre Swift in like the 5th round, and I drafted Roma Dunze in the 7th round, which is decent value even with what he's doing recently. And she got so pissed at me and she left. She's like, "Fuck this." And that team is like, I think that team's a first place with a bye. Not because of those players in particular, but those guys have been fine.
Right. That's pretty funny.
Let's see. Blake, shout out Blake, media manager. Appreciate you.
What's up, Blake?
Kentucky basketball just continues to hurt my soul. Hey, at least your Packers are looking better. Me and Blake were talking on the Discord. It's a big game. Packers Bears. You guys, the Packers need this game more than the Bears, but.
See, Mark, here's the thing, man. I respect and I do love college sports to a point, but the NIL completely. I'm sorry, Blake, but I'm saying like NIL completely. I'm sorry, Blake, my bad. But the NIL completely blew everything for me, man. Like the fact is that there are guys being paid millions of dollars a year, and that people think, oh, they're going to class. Like athletes were already not going to class. They're making actual little money, millions of dollars now. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're really millions for some
of these guys in the college football. They're not going to class.
Dude, not even just dude. Fucking.
Well, did you ever watch Arian Foster? Did you see Arian Foster on Joe Rogan? He was just like, dude, I didn't go to class at all. Real quick, you know what the line is? You know what the line is on Packers Bears? Bears at Packers this week?
I don't. I would guess it would be plus 3.5 for Packers.
Plus 6.5 for the Bears. We're getting 6.5 points. So, Ray, you should have bet it last week. You said the Bears are going to beat the Eagles plus 7. You didn't do money line. You didn't do plus 7. Now you have another opportunity. If you believe in this Bears team, plus 6.5, buddy.
I don't believe in that much. No.
Disrespect,
+6.
though, right?
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry.
No, Bears are getting points, getting 6.5.
All right, Rob.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Ray. Don't do it. You should have done it last week.
I'm doing it right now.
Damn it. All right. Pat Bryant going to go off. You should have done it last week. You should have followed my bets last week, too. You would have won a bunch of money. Pat Bryant going to go off. Put him on your flex. Yeah, Pat Bryant has seemed to overtaken Troy Franklin. Now, he actually played. I saw Troy Franklin played 51% of the snaps. And
real quick, though, you were saying that Troy, when I say this, I'm not being asked, but we're talking about Cortland Sutton. You said Troy Franklin was going to take over him. Not so fast, my friend.
I said Cortland Sutton was going to. I never said Troy Franklin would. I like Sutton, so I don't think I would ever said that.
No, I have Sutton in XFL, dude. I mean, he's been struggling big time over the last month. This is the first time he got over double digits, probably in the last fucking month.
I'm telling you personally, I've started Cortland Sutton every single week in the 2 weeks I have him because Cortland Sutton is a touchdown guy.
I'm not happy about it until this week when he only got how many points
regarding Pat Bryant. Something like that. Pat Bryant played 73% or 71%, and then Troy Franklin played 51%. So Pat Bryant played a lot more this week. He's been trending up. Now, I don't expect that to continue. I think they're both going to be around 66% snap share players. Pat Bryant has the better role, man. And I like him coming out of U of I. Ooh, here you go. This is right. This is for you, Ray. 28-24 Bears. So he's protecting and Mouse South's been very accurate with these games. And I will say Mouse South is a notorious Packers hater. So take that. I'm not saying he's biased. Like I think he calls the games as he sees them. But 28-24 Bears is what he's calling. So and either way, the Bears could lose 28-24 and you cover the bet. Is the nice thing. Feather in your cap, buddy.
I mean, I was going to say this is that I still think the Eagles are a better football team than the Packers, but there's always anytime there's the major rivalry factor. There's especially in division. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. Like look at every single NFL division. When they play interdivision, there's always that oomph. You know what I mean? Like that more competitiveness. And now the fact that the Bears won last time at Lambeau last year for the last game on a kickoff or on a kick, and the fact that they're killing it, and because here's the thing, the Bears technically with that win or that tie, the Bears are only half a game up. They're not a full game up like any other NFL fucking team. So this is a big game because if besides just the normal facts of being Bears Packers, if the Bears lose this game and then they lose at home against Packers, they'll be 1.5 games back out of the division lead. I mean, for to even win the division at that point, because if they lose in a couple of weeks, I hope Mount South. I mean, I've been so just distraughted against the Packers, but I hate them more than any fucking team in all entire sports with my own blood. I could wish them nothing but then horribleness. So. Ben Johnson taking his shirt off. Let's fucking go.
Jason's talking about the New York mayor, and he says that he wants Mouth to be his neighbor because he might move to Florida. That would be an odd couple, and I wanted that as a reality TV show. Mouth on one side. Actually, how about across the street? You got Mouth on one side, and you got fucking Jason on the other side. They're both watching the screen.
No, easy enough. You and we are the recording people on watching them living together like it's always sunny with Mac and Charlie.
I want that reality show, so let's make that happen. Do you guys like Goff over Dak versus Dallas? I'm starting Dak 100% because Detroit's secondary is bad already, and they're beat to shit. Who's been the Carry on Arnold's out.
Who's been the way more consistent passing offense? Dallas with
better weapons too.
All their weapons and no St. Brown this week. I'm convinced St. Brown's not playing this week. I'm with Rob. They're just playing mind games to make sure like, in case he plays, let's scheme for him. He ain't playing this fucking week. Especially when the ankle being rolled up like that.
Big Ray is a big Loveland guy. I'm going to take the L because I was a little premature on writing him off. Now I'm not going to go back on they should have taken Warren. And maybe for this offense, Loveland works better. I'm not going to say that, but in terms of in a vacuum, Ray, Tyler Warren's a better prospect, better player, better all-around tight end. Now Loveland looks like a better receiver. He definitely runs big boy routes.
Is he though? Because honestly, I don't think overall no. Fuck Tyler Warren in this conversation at this point. You were wrong. I was wrong in the beginning. I'm more right now. But here's the thing: is that Tyler Warren is that game-winning catch that Loveland had against the Bengals. Tyler Warren in a million fucking years would never, ever be able to do that athletically. Never. Sorry, you can't convince me differently. That is why Colson Loveland was the better prospect as a receiving tight end. I said receiving, not overall, just receiving tight end. And that's why the Bears and, more importantly, Ben Johnson wanted him, because he understood that Colson Loveland is Sam Laporta on steroids. That's what he is.
Tyler Warren is a better yards after catch tight end and better blocker. That matters.
I wouldn't say better
all-around tight
blocker.
end.
Dude, have you seen Colson Loveland in his
100% better? All right, moving on. We're moving on. Romer Brian Thomas this week.
He had to sing to say that I'm wrong. Move it along.
We will be on this
personal
forever.
Conversation about that. I will love it.
Romer Brian Thomas this week. If no Parker, full PPR. It's Brian Thomas.
Really? Oh, you want to trust that asshole? I mean, I guess without Parker, you're right. But just like
Rome just had 2 catches for 8 yards. He's been terrible the last 3 weeks.
Same difference with Brian Thomas, but without Parker, it is Brian Thomas. I don't like it. I don't like it. But you're right. There's no injuries on the receiving end with the Bears. Parker Washington.
You also have no Sauce Gardner, and the better matchup, better weather.
Dude, by the way, defense. Can we just give the Jets? I'm just saying, like, they completely fleeced
losing your. Well, yeah, they fleeced that trade, and I can't believe that because they got Adonai Mitchell back too, which he could be.
That's
a thing.
What I mean,
like
too. They just got their number receiver. I mean, right now, overall,
number one,
and when they're good, he will be a number, a good, like elite receiver 3, pretty good receiver 2, and a shitty receiver 1, which is shitty receiver 1, but he's still like fancy wise good. Yeah, I mean, oh my god,
I think I would. Dude, I would take I would take that draft.
So bad, dude.
I would take that haul for Pat Surtain if I was the Jets. If it was different, like obviously the Denver wouldn't do that, but like cornerbacks don't last that long. They don't last very long. So like, give me 2 number 1s, dude.
So tell me,
and a second round player.
What about Charles
Champ
Woodson?
Bailey's an all timer. Okay, I'm just saying Sauce Gardner though is bad. Like
Patrick
I've been saying it forever.
He's an all timer. If you're a cornerback and winning, that's my only.
I'm saying 2 number 1s is that's a lot, dude.
I'm just saying if you're a cornerback and you win Defensive Player of the Year, you're an all time great.
But I know, but two number 1s for that position.
I know. In general, though, literally,
it's not a pass rusher. No. Pass rushers matter more. Left tackles matter more. Cornerbacks are good. They're important, but they're not like you can rebuild your team with 2 1s and a second round receiver.
I will disagree with you just to a point. They fucked up on the person. I would trade 2 first-round picks if I needed a cornerback and was shitty defensive players for Patrick Surtain, because that dude is a fucking stud. He is. Like, he's going to be a Hall of Famer at this point. I'm saying he continues on his trajectory and just like drips down as he gets a little older, but still is awesome. He'll be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I mean, what we're talking about was
they got more. They got more for Sauce Gardner than what the Dallas got for fucking Micah Parsons. Wild stuff. I'm just telling you, the going right, no player fetches 3 first-round picks unless it's a quarterback, and no one trades quarterback. So, like, that's where I was saying the baseline for Pat Surtain would be 2 firsts.
Wait, 3? So,
like,
that was 2.
No, I'm saying no one trades 3. So, like, 2 is the most you'll get, and, like, that's what Micah Parsons got.
Right.
And that's what some of these guys get. Sauce Gardner is not good.
100% every time would have Micah Parsons over that. Yeah. I get you.
St. Brown should be back for week 15. Dude does not, as Mal says below this, does not miss games. Last year it came out, he played the whole season and was still pretty goddamn effective. Knee surgery. Had knee surgery after the season. So like the dude plays hurt and this is just an ankle injury. Now the worry is he comes back a little early, re-aggravates it, or is just 80% of himself. So he's still gonna be fine. But like we're talking about what St. Brown was doing, Ray, what you expect him to do. He might be more of a back end wide receiver 1, which is fine. But it's not what, the locked-in top 3 guy. And we see this with all the guys. Puka Nacua right now is not that guy because Devontae Adams is the dude. So Puka's chances of touchdown is just 50% less than it should be.
I have 0 because I'm only in 4 leagues. I have 0 stock in him, but I'm glad to see that Nico Collins has turned it up to like come back into at least. I'm not saying like where you drafted him because you've lost too many games and all this and that. But if you've survived and you drafted well enough that you're still around in the playoff hunt or going into the playoffs and you're getting Nico Collins back right now, I mean, my God, dude, you're fucking sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, it was disappointing, and it was, it wasn't just him. CJ Stroud was playing bad. The offensive line was even worse to start the year this year than it was last year somehow. But I had Nico and Drake London were my two guys this year. I was taking the early second round, and I actually did take him over St. Brown. I was taking Nico over St. Brown. That's an L. That's a mistake. And I was just a little worried about JMO taking a step up. I was worried about the offense taking a step back. Now, some of those things are actually coming to fruition now, but it still doesn't make it a right pick. I'm not going to take the counselor's way and be like, well, now Nico's better than no, it's about the totality of what they did and also the process. The process was wrong. I'll admit that I was wrong. And now we see why Nico Collins was fine at that draft slot, because CJ Stroud is a fine quarterback and Nico Collins is a touchdown merchant. The dude is I expect not what Devontae Adams is doing. I expect that.
Yeah, I mean, they use him in hand, just like those
end around, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very encouraging. Now I saw him line up. I saw him line up at least 9 or 10 snaps in that game because I was watching because I had money on him on his yards. 9 or 10 snaps in the slot, which in one game, historically they would maybe line last year and the year prior they were lining up Nico in the slot 40 times all year. So to see 10 slot snaps now, what's actually really nice and what's enabling them to do this, Ray, is the emergence of Jaden Higgins. Before they had nobody on the team. They had, nobody on the team that could play outside X receiver and actually win a matchup one-on-one. Now they have Jaden Higgins, who is essentially a clone of Nico Collins, a poor man's version. But now they just slot out Jaden Higgins out there and they put Nico in a nice matchup with a linebacker or a nickel corner. And that's roast city, dude. He's just roasting these guys. Can't guard him.
Plus, dude, Jaden Higgins, he was a second-round pick. It wasn't like he was a nobody. He wasn't like a 5th or 6th, 7th round pick. He was a second-round pick for them. They picked him to be the supplement to Nico Collins. So this is just all adding up very quickly. And the fact is that, again, everybody needs to understand, you don't necessarily love drafting rookies. I do, because there are some that just kill it right out of the gate that you can use them right away. And there's guys who take some time, like a Colson Loveland, like Travion Henderson, guys like that, where I'm saying, admittedly, I overdrafted Travion Henderson just because I thought, dude, I still
Why are we talking about Travion Henderson?
Just because I'm going on to the fact that, when you draft guys that you think have, I'm saying, you said you're not a rookie drafter. I like drafting rookies. And what I'm getting at is that with Jaden Higgins, people were not high on Jaden Higgins. I was, but I understood that he would take time because he was rough, and he was rough. And now here he is. He's blossoming.
Wide receiver 3, man. Wide receiver 3. Thoughts on the squad for the playoffs? 12-man, 3 receivers, 2 running backs, a flex. Dak, JT, Jacobs, Kyron. That's 3 awesome running backs in Dak. JSN, Lamb, Sutton, Gatson. I don't need to read anything else. Your tight end's bad, but that's an A. An A. No advice.
Yeah, do you want to tell you to start? I wish I had that.
And trade deadline's passed, so you can't do anything. I like your bench too. I like how you have.
You have Jaden Reed on the fucking IR, man. My God. Anyway, real quick, just to help him out, who would you drop out of those guys for Jaden Reed for the IR?
I would drop. I would just drop Jaden Reed. Honestly, I don't have Christian Watson and Jaden Reed.
Okay, me personally, I'm asking this me personally because I don't have Jaden Reed, but I have Watson. I was in XFL, but I'm more because I am interested in who knows, man.
I'm not taking an injured guy over a dude that's balling out right now. Steve, who's meeting in the Super Bowl? Real quick answer, Ray. Give me 2 names.
Rams and God damn, the AFC is so it's so hard. I would say Bills too. That's where I was leaning towards, to be honest. It's just wow. Because that's what I was thinking too. Sorry, Steve, but yeah.
We're ranch guys up in here, right, Ray?
Yeah, I'm a big Rams person. Like ramming people.
Ray, what's worse? Blair Walsh missing a 23-yard field goal or the Bears double doink? 23-yard field goal by a mile, right?
No, not even close. The double doink. Are you kidding me?
Dude, a 23-yarder to advance. It's the same situation. What was that double doink? Was 42 yards away.
I'm just gonna still stick with the double doink because the Bears have been so pathetic forever, and that was like
I get
the
it,
one
but
chance.
the double doink made it seem worse because it was a double doink. 23-yard field goal missed by a mile is like unheard of, bro.
Well, real quick, I'll just add this. I will find the video. It's very easy to find because a good friend of mine has it. I drank probably a fifth of vodka. I don't know, not probably. I did during that Bears game and during the double doink game. There is video out there of my buddy who Mikey's one of his best friends in KU. He was visiting us and he's a Chiefs fan. He had no skin in the game. So he's just recording at the very, the last kick to see all of his Bears fans, responses. And little did he know the double doink happened or was going to happen. And so I'm saying real quick, as it's going through, I'm saying in my head, again, mind you, I drank like over a fifth of vodka. So I saw it go up. I turned around. I'm like, yes. And then I turn around and I see it just dun, dun, and I'm like, no. And real quick, this same friend I'm talking about with his name's Chase. Chase, I fucking love you, but you fucked up, Linder. Is that he is a diehard Chiefs fan. He bought playoff tickets to that fucking Bills Chiefs game at Arrowhead that they thought they lost. That the Chiefs came back and won. Right? Yes, he left. He left in less than 5
playoff
fucking minutes.
Game.
Dude.
Yeah, if it was a regular season game, maybe, but playoff game?
No. Oh, dude, I still to this day, I will never let him go. He can talk.
You know what that's equivalent of, Ray? That's like going to see a farewell concert of a band that's never playing another show again and missing the encore. Like,
yes,
like
no,
it's one thing if it's like a 311 I've seen 21 times. Like I'll never leave for them. But like a show Erica wants to go to, like Eric Church, bro, I ain't watching the encore. I've seen those songs. I've seen Eric Church 3 times. I don't like country. And I'll be like, we're leaving. Otherwise, it's going to cost us an hour. But
like
Eric Church was like going on his last.
Somehow or another, you can see Led Zeppelin like in concert.
I'm not missing their song. Who would you be in? It's Always Sunny, Ray.
Me, Fat Mac.
Danny DeVito.
Easy. Me?
Yeah. You're Fat Mac or Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Well, Fat Mac's is easy just because of the fatness, but like just the absolute craziness of the ideas. Yeah, it would definitely be Danny DeVito.
This one hurts me a lot because I would be Dennis.
If you gave me Rob, let's be real. If I just randomly tomorrow woke up and I came on the next podcast and announced to everybody I won the lottery for $500 million. So after taxes, I'm taking home $300 to $200 million. That means that's $200 million in the bank. Well, this podcast will become bigger than Barstool Sports.
Yeah, and drunker.
And just in general, like, I'm a person that people who are good to me, I would never leave behind. And my point is that I would be Danny DeVito in Always Sunny, but in a more cheerful, good way until I took care of all my friends and the people who were acquaintances that were shitty to me at times. Then I would go the Always Sunny, like, methodical, just fucking with them. Oh, yeah, go ahead and do this. I'll pay for it. And then they get arrested and go to jail for the rest of the
Sad to say, I'd probably be Dennis because I'm definitely not Charlie. I'm not Mac. I'm not Frank.
You might be Mac.
Think so?
Because him and
Dennis.
Early
season Mac. Early season Mac.
No, I'm saying because him and Dennis got. You're not cynical.
I am pretty gay though. I am pretty gay. I know. I'm saying like, who am I closest to? It's probably Dennis. I could be a dick.
Oh, Mac. That's why him and Mac are best friends as well. They can be dicks as well. Like, yeah, Ray's getting sauced up a little. Not sauced
what's your
up
favorite
as you
NBA
want.
team? We're both Bulls fans, but
dude. By the way, is Derrick Rose your most favorite basketball player in the vacuum?
Watch.
You know what I'm saying? In a vacuum, but outside of Kobe Bryant and MJ.
Yeah,
overall.
Modern day. I watched all those Bulls games. Joakim Noah, like that whole Carlos Boozer, like that whole era.
When I say this, I'm not saying better. I don't mean this. I mean more enjoyable to watch. Did you have more fun watching Derrick Rose in his prime over watching the longevity of Steph Curry's career that we got to watch? Because honestly, I think Derrick Rose would have a similar career, just different because he had different, a different gameplay.
Yeah.
But I think they were equally as talented. I just love Derrick Rose. I just feel so bad that he just got his.
If you're ever bored, go watch yourself a 20-minute Derrick Rose mixtape, and it's unreal. All right, we're almost caught up to questions here, so 2 more for the beer chug goal. I will add 20 minutes to the show if we hit that goal, and I'll keep on doing that until we're done or we hit 3 hours.
Oh, good.
Not you, Ray. You can't be you. Can't be you, Ray. I can't even pay you for the show. You can't be paying me to stay on.
What do you mean?
Jordan Mason or Charbonnet?
$20 is worth of an extra 20 minutes of my life.
No. Jordan Mason or Charbonnet for waivers, full PPR. Now, I don't think Aaron Jones plays, so I'm going Jordan Mason for this week.
But again, Rob, I have Jordan Mason in your league, and I had him starting all this time.
I know. But I'm saying, like, Xavier Scott is a guy we need to look at, too, because if for some reason Aaron Jones lands on IR, I think Xavier Scott would be I'd rather have Xavier Scott in full PPR than Jordan Mason.
I'd rather have Sharps.
For the rest of the season, but
Sharps is a starting worthy shitty low end running back 2 or high end 3 with
his snap share has gone down. It's going down 36% last week, man. That's scary. I know the goal line carries. I get that.
No, but
Bandit, a Big Boo or JMO. I think this one's pretty easy. It's JMO. Yeah. What about rest of season?
And you got to give credit to this rookie sensation wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbegbue. Emeka Egbegbue. Emeka Egbegbue.
All right. Say that. Let's just assume that St. Brown misses just 1 game, comes back week 15. Now, that might be a shake off the rust game, but by the fantasy playoffs, at least for the teams that have buys, 16 and 17 matter the most. We're going a Big Boo over JMO, right?
So can I play devil's advocate that Mike Evans comes back when the reports are saying? So I'm saying, in the vacuum, I would still go Emeka Egbegbue, but like with JMO coming right now, JMO is a super mega start until St. Brown comes back. I mean, he's an elite top 10, even could be upwards of top 5. I hate to say that to be like upwards of his upside, but I don't know. I mean, it's Emeka Egbegbue.
Yeah, I'm going to Big Boo. And Wally says this is a 1-week rental for these players. So if there's news, we're not going to have news about Aaron Jones. So I think you just go Charbonnet for now, just because there's a chance Aaron Jones plays. But I prefer, if I had the news right now that there was going to be no Charbonnet, or sorry, no
AC joint for shoulder for Jones, and Jones is already a pussy. He's gotten hurt a lot.
Yeah, I'm going Jordan Mason if I knew there was no Aaron Jones. We don't know that though, so let's see.
Yeah, I'm with that.
That was a bad play. Matt Dodge punted to Deshaun Jackson when all he had to do that was the Giants, I believe, that punts when like it was just that was just
one of the great endings of a football game I've ever seen in my entire life live. But like I never that was just as dumb as Tony Dungy the entire time leading up to the Super Bowl of the Colts versus the Bears. We will not kick to Devin Hester. And then you know what? He changed his mind, Rob. I don't know if you know this. He admitted it. There's a video. He changed his mind halfway through the week leading up to the Super Bowl. That he's like, you know what? No. We're not going to be afraid of Devin Hester. We're not going to do that. We're going to beat him, actually. That's what we're going to do. We're going to beat him and be better than him and show him what's up. Well, everybody who was alive and at least know what was going on during that 2006 Super Bowl. Whoops.
Colby, at least you're partying with us virtually. Age, sex, location, Colby, is what I'm asking everyone these days. Where are you from? If Colby, Storey was a Family Guy character, who would he be and why? And why is it Joe?
You got to tell Colby that if he's going to party with us, you got to be ready to stay up until the sun rises. So if you can't do that, then move it along. But I got faith in you.
Could you imagine us partying in Alaska? We'd be partying for 5. That'd be Charlie Sheen, dude. Just all fucking night. Yeah. What character would Storey be in Family Guy? I'd be Quagmire. Giggity.
Well, you would be Quagmire for sure. I'd be Peter. And then
Storey's Brian.
Yeah. Brian. He said, and why is it Joe? I was like, that's close. That's close.
It's Brian.
But Brian is the more. Yes, that's a correct answer.
Holy Brian.
I'm saying Wally, like that's not a bad like answer to be like, and why is he Joe? Because honestly, I was thinking like Joe might have been a good answer, but when Rob had the right answer. It's
Gatson, droppable for Chris Rodriguez, Adonai Mitchell, Vele, or Tony Pollard. If so, which one? Depends what you need, man. If you need a wide receiver, it's Mitchell. If you need a running back, it's probably Rodriguez. Although Pollard's kind of taken over there again. Although
I know
Tony Pollard has been the worst running back in football. He gets so many opportunities. He has like 1 touchdown this year, bro, and he's not catching the ball. It's so bad. So
you know what's funny is that I try to tell my friends, I'm like, yeah, when every person in draft, I'm like, have fun with that. Oh, I got great value in him in the 6th round. I'm like, or whatever fucking bullshit round that he great value in 4th to 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever.
I was like,
guilty
of it, bro.
Have fun with it. Yeah, well.
I just like starting strong and like my heavy wide receiver builds, or if I took Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, and that was my RB2, I felt good because I build my bench with a bunch of backups.
Hey,
and I was like, I can get 4 RB2 weeks from Pollard 4 or 5.
Your reasoning makes sense, my friend. It's just that the fact that your reasoning was you thought that Tony Pollard was above average, and he's just dumb.
Well, no, it's not even Tony Pollard's not great, but it's this team's bad on offense.
Exactly.
Like, and we thought that Cam Ward, like, we didn't think it could get worse than last year with Will Levis.
Open up the pass. Yes,
it's been worse.
Open up, dude.
Mark Andrews, it didn't help that Calvin Ridley was a 0 this year. So if Calvin Ridley was there healthy all year, I feel like it would have been better. Now Calvin Ridley's kind of dump as well, but at least he's a professional receiver, not relying on Shamir DK and Io Manor.
Average wide receiver 2. They don't have an average wide receiver 2 right now, so I'm with you on that.
No. Mark Andrews or Zach Ertz this week, full PPR. I'm going Mark Andrews. This is a big. I'm going. I know it's scary, but
no, but like dude. My God, if they do not come out and pound the living shit, just in general for points and just kill this game, this is. I have Lamar Jackson in Rob's league, and Rob, this guy is my number 1 contender to win for 3 straight years. So. Yeah, I'm worried because I need him to do well, and if he doesn't, aka Lamar, aka why Andrews would be good. Ray's got a problem.
Well, he says I like how my Vikes have 2 Family Guy memes on this show. That is very accurate, and because they're so easy. JJ McCarthy's such an easy target.
I don't know, Peter. We already have Sam Darnold. Do you really want to go for the quarterback box?
Yeah, but it could be anything. It could even be Sam Darnold.
It was JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, it was JJ McCarthy.
AJ McCarthy. Colby's 36 years old in Texas, played college baseball, all conference for 2 years.
Oh, wait, do you see his? Oh, hey, bitch. Hey, real quick. Hey,
I support it.
What's up? I just wanted to show this.
Oh, it's hard to see on the screen.
No, I haven't put it out yet. It's
escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
That's the Lions. And Brick. I'm sorry that you couldn't see, but Brick from Anchorman was the Lion or was the Vikings, and then the other 2 guys were Champ and Sex Panther were the other 2. Oh, because Rob, you didn't see it, but they showed the two sides from last year division standings to this year, and the Bears going up. They're like, oh, that escalated quickly.
Chug a lug, man. So we got 20 more minutes. I have to take a pee after this chug, so you're gonna have to keep the people company for about a minute. This will be a long pee.
Well, how about you go do that while I load this beer up?
Okay, and then while that's fair. And then I added 1 more goal, so we got 20 minutes left. I will do this until 3 hours is the longest I can go tonight. I have waivers, and I got my dogs are already crying. So here we go. Thank you, Mark. Mark, number 1 super fan of the show. You saw him last Saturday on the show. Awesome. That was 3 hours and 17 minutes. Wally, I dropped Cam Little for Chase McLaughlin, Bucks kicker. Thoughts? No one wants. I get it. No one wants to spell McLaughlin. I like. It's hard to pronounce sometimes, but I don't want to spell it. Give me your thoughts on that one. And then also Titan Styles talking about the Vikings kicker. We got to drop him. He's not doing anything.
Yeah. No. I mean, dude.
Hold on, real quick to buy you a little bit of time, since that's kind of not a loaded question. I'm going to play you a clip here that I want to play.
Toss me the keys. Here you go. What the hell was that?
It's the keys. I threw them right at you.
I asked you to toss them. You threw them overhand.
That's the way I throw,
Well, jump in there and get them.
I'm not going in there. I don't sink.
What?
I get in there, I just bob around like a cauliflower.
Don't give me lines, man. Jump in the ocean
I'm
and
not
get the
going
damn
in.
keys.
No, Charlie, I'm not going in. I'm going to use your boat. You go on in.
Ray just bobbles like a cauliflower. Nope, I'm not going in. My God. First off, if you have not watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it's on Hulu. You need to watch it immediately. The shit is, and again, if you don't have that, myflixer.com, three things to watch: movies, TV shows. Watch it. But more importantly, we're getting at the fantasy. Chase McLaughlin. I mean, dude, Cam Little. Hey, Mark, I got Cam Little in one of my 4 leagues, and he's been a double-digit killer, except like maybe like 3 weeks, which would still be 10 weeks of killing. And I mean, honestly, they're the number 1 team in the NFL, in the AFC right now. Rob, honestly, I can't believe that we're living in a world that the Bears and the Jaguars are the number 1 seeds in their or in their conferences in week 13.
The Jags aren't the number 1 seed, but
I'm sorry,
they're number 1 in their division.
I apologize. I was thinking that if the Patriots would have lost, you're right. I'm sorry, the Patriots are, but close. Nonetheless, dude, the Jaguars are still really good. I just can't believe that. But Chase Little, dude,
I want Chase.
Cam Little. I'm sorry,
I want Chase McLaughlin over Cam Little for sure. Yeah,
give me the more points for the bigger yard kicks.
Yeah, but Chase was before the week 9 bye and everything went to shit. He was the number 1 kicker in fantasy, even ahead of Myers. And he has a really nice schedule, and they kick out. They both have good weather games. Titans style. Do I need to drop the Vikings kicker? Yeah. Will Reichard? Yeah. And you're something super funny. Definitely drop him. They don't even score any points. Did you see? I don't know where I saw this, but the Vikings, like the media guide thing or whatever, like for this week, coming into this week 13. They had 3 guys in the cover. So Justin Jefferson was not on there for some reason. It was Will Reichard. It was the punter, Rob Wright. What is it? Ryan Wright was a punter. And then they had Max Brosmer. That was on the cover of their week 13, like, game thing.
Yeah, it's even
punter,
worse.
Kicker, and undrafted quarterback.
It's even worse because our buddy Ben, he texted one of our I think it was either our group chat or the Halo group chat I have. And he posted things. It was he was scrolling on Prime, it's like to buy things, and it said, if you're a Bears fan, buy this jersey. It was Ryan Bates, who was a starter last year on a shitty O-line. He's now a permanent backup, and the fact that they were just like, hey, if you're gonna buy a Bears jersey, buy this Ryan Bates jersey. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Let's see. Hubbard, Rodriguez, Mitchell, or Pollard for my flex rest of season. Rank them, please. All right, we're going to chug this and rank them after that. Let's go. Ooh. If it's full PPR, I'm going 80 Mitchell first. And then I'll probably go Mitchell, Hubbard, Rodriguez, Pollard. Look at that. Very classy. You agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, by the way, dude, fucking Hubbard. Fuck him. More important, the coaching staff. Like, what the
well, he does look better. I'll defend him there, but Ricardo was off.
He's a passing down. If you're a full PPR, you're playing Hubbard. I mean, yeah, in my eyes. But Mitchell is definitely the play. And I would say Mitchell, Hubbard, Pollard, Rodriguez, or it could be Rodriguez, Pollard.
What are the odds that Trey Lance plays this week? I put it at 50-50. So here's the one worry, though, that they did say for those Justin Herbert owners and especially the receiving options there, in particular Gatson, who needs touchdowns to be relevant, is they literally came out and said that if Herbert plays, he's going to be limited in terms of like under center stuff. So if they get on the goal line, they're taking Herbert off the field to play Trey Lance and to kind of do like a little college style thing.
The only thing I'll say is that I'm not disagreeing because that's the official report. I'm just thinking that they might try to take the playbook out of the Steelers with Rodgers because the same shit, dude. Rodgers could not go under center. He had to be in the pistol or shotgun the entire time. And it was because that his hand was fucked up, and it's the same difference. Their passing hand, this is my right hand, like for those guys is fine, but this left hand was in a cast. I mean, if this is as much like squeezing you can do on a football, how the fuck do you literally expect to like take the snap, which you can bear with more your, positive hand, but if this hand or wrist is all fucking broken, I mean, what are the odds, to your point, that you like can take the ball and like squeeze it enough to like turn and they can't do that.
And you can't snaps, dude. Snaps are underrated, man. There's a lot of force, and that's like it's not easy.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
No, I mean those centers are big as fucking strong, man. Like you can imagine, dude, be a mini fastball coming at you.
Dropping Vikings kicker. Should I grab McPherson? Yeah, I like McPherson. And did you hear that the Colts released Michael Badgley and they're trying out Justin Tucker? Now, it sounds like a joke. I would love Justin Tucker on the Colts.
Are you
They have
kidding
a nice schedule for kickers. Yeah.
You're
Justin
kidding
Tucker's
me.
done with his 10-game suspension.
No,
I
know Justin Tucker's completely like out there ready to be grabbed. But the fact that they cut Mike Badgley,
he's been bad, man. He's missing extra points.
I know. All right, well that means pick up Justin Tucker if you need a kicker.
Yeah, dude, Justin Tucker's an all-timer, and kicking in a dome with that team, they make kickers. They're very conservative on fourth down. So I would be intrigued at Justin Tucker. I would want to watch 1 week of it. So if they sign him this week, he'll play this week. I'll wait for a week.
I'm not even doing that. Like if you are in a really weary kicking situation, just fucking pick him up because he will either win it or he'll suck it. You can drop him and be back in the same position you're in. That's me. I didn't know that.
Wally loves KLC, but I don't
picked him up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, he's not old. Like he was really bad the last year for Baltimore for like by almost any standards, but definitely for Justin Tucker standards. But yeah, outdoors. Also, I love KFC, but I don't think his play calling is helping out JJ and especially Brosmer last Sunday. I feel like his system, you have to be a seasoned vet. Yeah, it helps to be able to like go through progressions, and even the guys that were, bums like your Nick Mullins and your Josh Dobbs, they at least, I don't know, had experience in the NFL. What are you doing?
My answer. I'll give you a rising in my face, but KOC, I think KOC has shown his true colors, man. Everybody thought in the NFL that he was a god and he's in this big thing. I'm not sitting here saying he's not. I still think he's a very good head coach. I think the bloom is wilting off of the flower of his original coming to the league. But honestly, it very well could be down to the quarterback position because they have literally bums playing quarterback for them. Like, you getting an average quarterback. Like, literally, could you imagine Jameis Winston on the Vikings right now?
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be heaven.
Oh, my God.
Heaven for JJ.
Fantasy, fun. I mean, I hate the Vikings. I fucking hate them. But I would absolutely love that because that would be fun. Fantasy would be back. And the division would be that much more competitive. Like,
did you see Jameis Winston calling that punt spot on Sunday for the referees? Like, that's what he does. We need him in our lives, man. Like,
no, I can't believe. Like, I told you this when he first started, like coming back to be the starter for them for the Giants. I was like, how is he not the most number one bridge starter in the NFL? He's a great locker room guy, community guy. He's got an arm. He can put up numbers. Like I'm saying, numbers like points. He just will turn the ball over and make some bad decisions. It's like that means like, okay, he's the perfect shitty quarterback. Shitty team quarterback, right? But
2 points on Jameis Winston. His numbers are identical the first X amount of starts that Trevor Lawrence has had. Same as Trevor Lawrence's numbers, okay? And Trevor Lawrence played later, so he had an easier way to play quarterback, right? The NFL is just softer now. And the last point is they need to make. I know you said he's a bridge quarterback. I think the NFL needs to make a rule. This would be good for views and good for everything. You know how like in backyard football games you do all-time quarterbacks. Can Jameis Winston just be the all-time fill-in on all 32 teams? Like if you have an injury, like with the Viking situation, just call up Jameis, start one game. You get one start a year from him, and he'll play almost 16 games. Playing different teams.
That is an ingenious idea, but my friend, you know that it's just unfortunately. It's so every NFL offense is a new language. So like, oh yeah,
he'd be fine. Unless Jameis,
I guess unless you're Elon brain-wise, it'd be like, oh, I can learn all these things. Elon would get killed.
He could do it. Connor, are we dropping RB2 handcuffs for playoff defenses?
No.
Don't have the RB1 just holding high upside. I'm not. picking, like, I have the Bucks. Now, what stinks is there's some defenses you have that if, let's say you have a bye, I'm literally targeting week 16 because that's all that matters to me right now. I got to get to the championship before I win it. So I get the appeal of, like, having the Bucks who have a nice matchup week 16, but let's just say it wasn't the Bucks and it's a team that has a good week 16 matchup, but they have a bad week 17 matchup. It seems appealing to pick up a team that has a nice week 17 matchup, but that's rostering 2 defenses. I would much rather have Blake Corum, Emmanuel Wilson, Brian Robinson on my team, and then figure out defense later because I got to win week 16 to get to week 17 for one. And for two, that's 3 weeks away. Those guys could be starters by then, and your defense won't matter if you have fucking Blake Corum in your flex spot. Your defense can get to 0 and you're going to win because you're going to get a 24-point flex spot.
And honestly, all it takes is one hit. It takes one helmet to the knee for CMC, Jacobs, or Williams, and those 3 will be number 1 starters, and they will win you your league by being just backups and not having a second defense. I'm just honestly at this point, Rob, tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe this, if Connor's this good for his positioning, drop whatever defense you have. Pick up. I'm not the Rams. I'm sorry, the Bucks. Like, take the shitty defensive, up front, the matchups you might have for this week and next week. But dude, the playoffs, they have by far. I mean, me and Rob did a breakdown in this, like, and Storey, I believe. Like, the Bucks have such a good defense for the playoffs. So I'm saying, if you're that worried about it, I'm going with the most upside for you to win your league. That means you keep these running backs because if we all know it takes one hit, one roll up, anything.
Yep,
they're done. That means you have a number 1 player on your number 1 starter. And honestly, fuck starting a second defense. Just pick up the Bucks and take the shitty production if you're in position to do so.
Colby thinks you guys would be good friends. Ray is a man of the people. A lot of people like Ray. So he's like Chris Farley.
Join the Patreon and then hit the Discord and we'll chat. And if not, I'll find you. Colby Price.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a pretty. It's not. I haven't seen anybody named Colby Price before, so I'll find you.
Thank you for the plug. There's Helen Hunt. Say hello to Helen. Shout out to the Patreon members. Colby, I don't know if Colby's in there. He might be in there. I lose track of who's in there or not. If you're not, professionalfanatics.com get you access to all this stuff. Shout out to the Patreon members. No, he might be in there from before. So I let the first 20 people in there for free. Just went when I was starting up the live streams just because they were, from the beginning. And then a lot of good perks, though. Access to the Discord, number 1. My bets, early access to my bets, which we are killing right now, 66 and 36 on these player prop bets. Community fantasy leagues, which are going to start with NFL playoff fantasy in about 4 weeks. That's going to be a lot of fun. Guest appearances on the show, free merchandise. You get to vote on show ideas for the off season. There's a lot of goodies in there. Professionalfanatics.com or link in the description for the Patreon if you want to get down. Is Adonai playable the rest of the season? Or is he a must start?
I would say he's definitely, if you're starting 3 receivers, yes. 2 receivers, or even a flex. He's a flex option if you're not starting 2 receivers. I would leave him at that. Like, he's wide receiver 3, like, range. So, in general, yeah, I mean, assuming if you're starting 3 receivers, he's a good wide receiver 3 start with upside high-end wide receiver 2. And if not, he's a good flex spot that has good upside as well.
Algier, Corum, AD Mitchell, what's your order of priority? It depends on what you need. If you need a wide receiver, if you need like a wide receiver 4 for insurance or even a flex, it's AD Mitchell. He said he's going to hope one of them isn't claimed instead of wasting his waiver. At this point in the season, I'm using my waiver. Now, if those guys are on the waiver wire, I can see why you hold out because then if there is an injury, you're going to have a lot of other good secondary options available. But I would just stack up that bench, use the priority, get Algier and Corum if you need running backs, and have the 2 best handcuffs in the league.
So
if you have a bye, especially, there's 2 weeks. I like Corum, Algier in that order. Corum first, Algier second. AD Mitchell, if you need a wide receiver, he's number 1 over the running backs because.
Can I tell them why you decide that?
Because Kyron Williams is hurt right now.
Well, no, he's not. I mean, he came back into the game and got many handles and a touchdown.
Bucky Irving came back in that game week 4 and finished the game, and they didn't play till week 13. So I know a shoulder injury is not an ankle injury. I'm just saying, like, we've seen Trey Benson finish the game too.
See,
I'm just saying, Trey Benson finished the game.
You're not getting it when I'm throwing down. Bijan has not missed 1 game.
That's why. Good call. And
No,
Kyron
I'm saying,
like
my point was leading into doubling down on what you're saying. Exactly. Corum.
And when I say Kyron's hurt, that doesn't mean he's going to miss the game. He's nicked up.
No, I know.
He already has an ankle injury.
We
don't know.
He came out for a couple of series, came back in. He was okay, but
yeah,
as you literally fucking nailed it. Like the other guy,
guys do this shit. And
Bucky came back.
I would say there's a 90% chance Kyron plays. 90% chance Kyron plays.
Oh, yeah,
there's still a 10%
but
chance.
still,
That's something.
By the way, I'm still sticking with it that it's Corum, Algier, Mitchell.
At the flex, Ibuka's been lackluster for me lately. Should I be set? Should I be set with him? Also have Hubbard, Dubs, and Benson coming. Well, Benson might not come back. Dubs is a nothing because you have everyone else coming back there.
I've been playing
Hubbard's
Hubbard,
fine.
Man.
I would still play Ibuka over Hubbard though.
I know, but
I'm not, dude. Ibuka eight targets for a big boo last week. He's been terrible. He's been bad. Baker's been bad. The offense has been bad. It'll all get better. He'll be better. Baker will be better, and the offense will be better. So it's not gonna be what it was, but I think he's still a top 20 guy.
I'll just say that Chuba has unfortunately been a real pest the last 2 weeks. Been getting a lot of opportunity that he shouldn't be. Rico's the better prospect.
Heyo, good call, GT. You just saved GT $70 with Zootopia Part 2. It's on Flick R. Look at that. Should I drop Gatson for Waller? Yeah, I would rather have. You must have mentioned you mentioned Flick R or something where you could watch these shows or movies.
Oh yeah. Flickster, yeah. It's Flick. So it's everybody wants to know it's FLIXAR.com, and then I'm sure it comes up with whatever. Yeah, and has literally every movie, TV show, whatever. Everybody, there you go.
I'd drop Gatson for Waller, and I would drop. I would rather have Strange than Gatson.
Yeah,
Tucker.
I would say drop Waller for Gatskin and Strange for Gatskin, but I would take Waller. It's Waller, Strange, Gatskin.
Justin Tucker isn't struggling with mental stuff. He got accused of like 16 accounts of Deshaun Watsoning. That's what happened. Thank you, Jay. Sub and like if you could. Should I drop Tootin for Singletary for Chuba? Well, Singletary, here's the thing. As the reports for out of Tyron Tracy is pretty positive. Now they have a bye this week, so he should be ready to roll. But again, injury, we don't know if Tyron Tracy is going to be back. So I'm not dropping Singletary. Yes, I would drop Tootin for Chuba just because Chuba's more startable than Tootin, and he could take over that role just based on ability, not injury.
I wouldn't do that, but that's just me.
You want Tootin or Chuba?
I have no. I just have I have a bad obsession with Tootin just because I just don't like Travis Etienne.
Same, but he's not going to overtake him. It's going to take an injury. Chuba is already a 50-50 split. I hate it. I'm a Rico guy. But
I just was talking about Chuba, and will you be a little consistent here? My God.
Dude, shooting over Tootin's a handcuff.
We didn't talk about Chuba in the last question. You're like, oh, fuck Chuba. You didn't say you did not for verbal.
I still want Chuba over Tootin.
And that's fair.
Like, that's not a question. Like, that's I hate it. I hate saying it because it hurts my fucking brain. Swift and Manungai. Who do you want rest of the season? It's Swift. Swift, but it's close though.
It's 60-40. If very well, I hate to say it. This is as close to 50-50. Here's the thing. It's either 60-40, 45-55, or 50-50 right now. Because Kyle Manungai is the harder runner. Even though Swift has been doing very well running the ball hard this year, but hey, Rob, here's the easy answer. It's hard to tell you, everybody, because the O-line is playing so fucking well. They're opening the lanes that you and I could roll our ways through. Not run, roll. We can just roll our ways through those holes.
We can roll it. Wally, Thielen is a nothing burger. He is totally cooked. It's probably good for them.
Good for him. Hey, Roger's got a quick little white guy that he knows that hey, you do me. He's gonna be his Alan Lazard for minus 5 years of the
CK, do I drop Seahawks for Bucks or no? I will say this: Seahawks have the Rams week 16, but they're at home against the Rams. And we just saw 2 picks, including a pick 6 from Matt Stafford against the fucking Panthers. So I'm rolling at this point. You roll with the Seahawks. You let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to get cute. And also, if you can make it to the championship, then you have a really good matchup week 17.
You said it. Don't get cute. If you were at where we're at now, if you're with us and you're in position to get to the playoffs and be in position to get into the championship game, don't get cute. Don't be like, oh, because I don't give a shit. What if a random name had a one good game and your normal guy didn't, who got you to where you're at? Don't get away from that guy. Like for me, Kyron Williams. I'm not going against Kyron Williams. He got me where I'm at. In the leagues I have him in, I'm going to the playoffs in both those leagues. So why would I go against him? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I think it's a little different just because the Seahawks are by far and away the number one defense this year in fantasy. But Kyron's still a startable guy, and you got to temper your expectations. He's still a top 15 guy. He's just not a top 5 guy.
Right.
Colby, you started Singletary and Corum this week. It's still won by 20. Singletary, what a nice surprise. Cost me possibly a buy in one of my leagues. I was going against Singletary. I was up by 19.
Singletary?
Yeah, I was up by 19.
Piece of shit cost you a number one.
I was up by 19.6, dude, and he scored 19.7. I thought it was a tie and ended up adjusting the score. But either way, a tie would have been the same as a loss.
Not the dreaded
I know. No, it was 0.05. 0.05. Either way, I play that team this week. So if I win, I get the bye. But it was just that just hurts. I wasn't even looking at the matchup because I was like, this is over. I looked at it obviously before the game or after Sunday. I was up by 19.7 against Devin Singletary. I'm like, okay, easy. Against
5 points, whatever. I'm good. Yeah.
Or no, it was against the Patriots, but either way.
No, I'm saying I'm with you. I'd be like, oh, he gets 5 to 10 points at best. Whatever, I'm winning. Whoops.
I would waiver Corum Titan. If you have the number one claim, maybe hold off. But I mean, I don't know, man. You're getting a guy that's a league winner if there's an injury and Kyron's already nicked up.
Well, plus
I'm just very high on Corum.
Well, when they both played, Corum had less carries and way more production.
My flex options right now are Henderson, Rome, and Benson. If he comes back, should I stash Mike Evans and grab Singletary? Which one should I prioritize out of Evans and Singletary? Singletary for me, unless you need a wide receiver. But here's the thing. Benson's probably toast. It hurts to say it. It sucks. But we're not going to know by the time waivers clear tomorrow or,
I would say 100%,
tomorrow
but
afternoon.
At this point, I'm 80% to 20%. Yeah, he's toast. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going Singletary just with the we don't know about Tracy. Coaches say positive shit all the time. They have a bye, but who knows? Would it surprise me if Tracy missed week 15? No, it would not.
Here's the main point. They are out of playoff contention.
Correct. It's strange to drop is strange to drop with Tyler Warren starting. Sorry, I've had some beverages. Tyler Warren's all you need. He had a touchdown last week, but his production was lower. He was sick. He didn't play a full allotment of snaps.
I'll only say, because Rob, I've told you, because Rob's got many questions over the time that if you have a specific position, like Rob, and when I say this is just me and Rob just having a difference of opinions. But for instance, if I'm on a borderline playoff team, I don't keep backups for tight end or running back, or not running back, but quarterback and defense. I don't do it. But if I'm in a position that I know I'm going to the playoffs, then at that point, like for instance, with Rob's league, the 2 leagues I'm in with him, I'm in position to get to the playoffs. We have a super flex. I have Daniel Jones as my backup to Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson. And then in the other league, I have Sam Darnold and I have Daniel Jones as well. But I'm only doing that because one's a super flex, so you need to definitely back up just because it's 2 starting quarterback. But the other league, I'm doing that because if I were to lose Matthew Stafford and just go wanderously into the playoffs without even at that point, a top 15 quarterback and just going with a quarterback 2, name who, doesn't even matter. Just name whoever you want. I like to have good insurance if you are in good position to get to the playoffs. That's just me. Because
absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
Get right. Gotcha.
I rate. I'm sorry.
Colby, Rob, you're the man. Just wanted to let you know that. Ray is the man as well. Thank you very much, Colby.
Hey,
he looks forward to these streams every single night. Dude, Colby, you got to get in the Discord. You have to get in the Discord. Ask anyone in here if they recommend it. It's if you want to just get in the Discord, it's $2 a month in Patreon. $2. You're also helping the show out.
The Discord is literally an entire live chat that is going continuously, except from about 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. because everybody's all different areas of just where they live.
Yeah.
That's why it's a little like 3 hours a day, 21 hours, 20 hours a day, continuous chat.
And if you're a sports bettor, and you're struggling, which most of us are, follow my picks. I release them live when I make the bets, and you could tail them 66 and 36. Also, a 4-year track record of crushing these NFL picks. That will pay for itself. That pay for the whole year in one bet typically. Also, it's a way to support me and keep me going, 21 hours a week, so I don't have to actually get a job. Storey is awesome as well. Now, I got to get to this comment here. Tootin's a rookie, and he has no vision, but neither does ETN. So ETN's a better real-life NFL running back right now. Of course he is. He was a former first-round pick, but Tootin is the guy with the juice, and next year I'm very happy about Tootin. I know we both hate ETN, but
all I'll say is that sorry. All right, my mic's there. Sorry. Tootin isn't trash. He's not great. I just said that because here's the thing. Tootin was not a first-round pick. Travis Etienne was. So I'm sorry. I judge people on where they're drafted, and if they're trash, they may not be trash as a player because Travis Etienne isn't trash as a player. He's trash for a first-round pick. And Tootin is a better player for where he was drafted. Sorry. That's it.
Yeah, he has more juice too. It's just I think they're going to trust the veteran. But now ETN's not going to be on that team next year. It's going to be Tootin and LaQuint Allen, and then they're going to draft someone. Edson says handcuff. No one talks about Malik Davis and the Cowboys. Damn straight that he's a more dynamic player than Javonte Williams. Now they're not going to go away from Javonte Williams because he is exactly what they need.
Will you give Javonte Williams some flowers though for his comeback this year?
Oh yeah,
he was trash.
He's a pillar player of mine this year. I have him everywhere. But
I know you haven't been talking trash about it. When I say this, I know you've been talking shit about him all year. I'm just saying, like, thank you. Because I'm happy for the guy because he was so good when he was young. Blew his knee out. People didn't know. The Cowboys took their 1-year risk and they are paying out on it. So
he's getting what's blocked, and he's a good pass blocker, and he's a good receiver, and he's a veteran. He's stabilized.
He's an overall really good
That's why he's not losing his job. He's not even going to lose snaps to Malik Davis, but I will say
if he goes down, Malik Davis is on the Dallas #1 running back. So yeah,
RB2.
Mm-hmm.
I would go Bam. Titan. It depends what you need. If you need a guy to fill in to start as flex, I want to go Bam because you already have Benson. If it's your 4th running back and he's never going to see the field, like unless you need to flex him over a guy like DeAndre Swift or Khalil Shakir, for instance, if he's in your flex, yes, I want to go Corum because Bam Knight does not move the needle over Swift or Khalil Shakir. Corum would be started over those guys 100%. If it's a guy you need to start, Titan, like in a pinch, it's Bam Knight.
Right.
Prioritize claim pickups.
Need flex. Bam Knight got 16 points last week, full PPR. So it's like
need flex in PPR. Corum, McLaurin, Jordan Mason, or Vidal. If there's no Hampton, it's Vidal, but it's probably just McLaurin in a PPR. Yeah, McLaurin. It's McLaurin. That's the answer.
Well, I mean, but if there's no Hampton, no, you're right. No, it's Ted. I'm sorry. No, it's Ted. He's right. He's right. Everybody again. Fuck you, Rob. You're right.
Yeah, Wally, you could do that. Jackson Dart, drop him. You have Burrow. I like all his matchups going forward to get. He wants to get the Bucs defense for that first round. That's the Week 16 matchup.
That means you're keeping. I'm assuming that means what he's telling us is that he has. I don't know who his #1 quarterback is. He is an elite quarterback who's starting. He kept Jackson Dart as a backup. You were in position to get to the playoffs or in the playoffs. Yes, please do that because play Seattle until they have a shitty matchup. And dude. My God, we talked about this. Tampa Bay's defense for the last 3 weeks is elite.
When you say Benson is cooked, you mean he's not coming back? I mean that. I think it's 50-50 he comes back. And the problem is, even if he does come back, can he even get ramped up? And will they give him the usage he needs in a pass-first offense to be an RB2? That's the problem where I thought I needed him to come back week 13. Then I knew he would ramp up enough by fantasy playoffs. Now, I'm still holding on to him because his schedule is so easy. And if he gets 13 touches, I feel like he can be an RB2 with those matchups.
But again, like we talked about, there's very high chance he doesn't come back. And if he does, he won't be the #1 guy because of how late he's come back. And honestly, everybody, if we know that the Cardinals aren't a smart organization, but they were, why the fuck would they bring him back? He's a 2nd-round pick for them. Like they're already out of the playoffs. I mean, for us in fantasy, we want him back. I want him back. I got him in one of our leagues.
And they want to see what they have in him too.
Yeah, but
Titans, Corum is just a stash for the playoffs. Swift is on my bench. So Swift's on your bench, then it's Corum for sure, not Bam Knight. How do we feel about Andy as my kicker? Should I hold Andy? Who's Andy?
The New England kicker.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Sorry, it's a little foggy. I love him. I love him. I would hold. But the problem is you have to pick up a second kicker, so that depends on how deep your benches are, Edson. Put your roster in the Discord, Edson. You're in the Discord. Put your roster in there when you get done. Do it right now. I'll check it before the waivers clear.
Please explain to everybody, if there's one position you do not hold 2 players unless you have the most elite kicker in the league, you do not hold 2 kickers. Don't fucking do that.
No.
Again,
we're playing ETN over Swift, right? ETN over Swift until further notice. Packers are not a good matchup, bro. They just shut down Jahmyr Gibbs. That's all I got to say.
Well, hey, everybody said that the Eagles were a bad matchup. I'll leave it at that.
Right.
I'm saying I will say yes, but don't be shocked if you fuck. This is what I'll say. I'm a Bears fan. I love them to death. Don't be shocked if you. I'm with Rob. I would do that in the vacuum, but don't be shocked that if it's wrong, do not come back at us, because I'm going to tell you right now. I told you as a Bears fan, bear the fuck down, and they're coming for the Packers. But the Packers are the biggest kill shot in my head forever. So until further notice,
Toby has a good point, dude. Don't hold Andy, because he doesn't kick any long field goals. We saw him miss that 45-yarder. The weather's getting worse there in New England, so I'm not holding two. I'm not. If you can go a week without a kicker, if you're clinched though, and you just want to go no kicker, it doesn't matter, and your league doesn't get pissed at you doing this, then you can hold on to him. If you have to roster 2 kickers, I'm not doing that. Scott says I already have Bauer starting.
Real quick. Why wouldn't he pick up Carlos Santos then? Carlos Santos is known to kick within 50 yards in all weather. He can't. Right. We all just admitted he can't kick within 45. So it's like,
but he's been killing it the last couple of weeks. No, I'd rather have Borealis than Santos.
No, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I already have Bauer starting. I need to start running back. My options are Barkley and Genty. Don't know who to start. Barkley has been asked. Denver's defense goes crazy. Who do you start? I'm starting Barkley over Genty. I mean, I know it sucks. I've been saying it hasn't been working, but yeah, I guess I'm going Barkley. We got to be quick on here, Ray. We're getting off.
Yeah.
So what you got? You got to just give me like a quick
gun to my head. I'm going Saquon. That's the easy answer.
Yeah. Genty's been just as bad is the thing, and he's also not.
I'm saying a gun to my head. I'm going Saquon. That's all. And
it's Eagles versus Raiders. It's just don't start the Raiders players.
So that's not even a question. It's that. Why is that even? I'm sorry, not to be that rude, but that's easy. It's Saquon that I'm.
Well, it is a question just because Saquon's been worse than.
I
Genty
understand, but no, it's yeah.
Pick up Quorum or Alec Pierce, GT. That's about what you need. If you need a wide receiver in a pinch, it's Alec Pierce for sure. If that would be your wide receiver 5, we want to go Blake Quorum. Ladder, Scary Terry. This is Scary Terry because we don't know about Justin Herbert thing.
Nope.
Don't hold Andy, that's a good call.
Hey, if you pick Lad, you're a donkey.
Yeah, a little counselor reference. If Hampton doesn't play, we start Vidal over Swift and ETN. We're definitely starting Vidal. Vidal's a must start if there's no Hampton.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yes, fact.
And I guess the scoring kind of like I definitely like Genty more in PPR than I would in half PPR. And like if it's full PPR, I would not blame you for starting Genty over Barkley.
Sure.
Just because he has been having 6-7 catches.
Which is sad because dude, Saquon was so good with his passing game last year. But like, dude, did you see that the Eagles fans were egging the offensive coordinator's house in New Jersey?
That's awesome.
Dude, they were literally a pack of fucking Eagles fans. They sounded around our age. They were showing looking at the house, but they sounded around our age, like 30s, and just egging the shit out of his house, dude.
It's full PPR. I would feel so bad though to sit Barkley, and have him have.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Saquon Barkley.
Rob, I'm still done with it, dude. I don't get cute, and I still go with guys that I draft because they're talented. I understand.
And you have the upside of the fact that this could be no Justin Herbert game for the Chargers. They're going to get smoked. I mean, you'd think they would get smoked. I guess it's hard for
the running back position, especially.
Player studs, and Genty's a stud too. He was also drafted in the first round of fantasy, but Barkley was that dude. It's just so crazy, man. It's just so crazy. Don't get cute. We always say that. We like Colby's thought.
Join the podcast or join the Patreon, bro.
Scott, by the way, I'm going to be sending your hat here. I got to do the draft. I'll do the spin, the giveaway for December. So everyone in the Patreon that's pro or higher level is once a month I do a giveaway for a hat. Scott's a professional fanatic, so he earns a free hat anyway. So I'm gonna send you one out in January once the prices go down. I don't want to pay $13 to ship these hats. That's like $43 it cost me to give you guys a hat. So I will give them to you. I'll give it to you in January, and I'm going to do 2 drawings. Ray, come get it. I hate driving out to Elgin, you son of a bitch. I don't leave the house much these days. And if I do, it's to get food or to take my wife on a date. All right, love you guys. Colby, professionalfanatics.com. If you want to hop in this community, we'd much appreciate it. And I'm not just saying that because I want $2 for the Discord or $5 a month. I also want cool people in there that know ball, that can engage in good conversations. We all help each other out. And just it's awesome. So I highly recommend that. Bills, what are your thoughts on London coming back? Will he be like Bowers where he bounces back from injury? I'm going to temper my expectations. Instead of a wide receiver 1, he's a wide receiver 2. I think he comes back this week. I really hope he comes back this week so then I can really trust him with what I see with my eyes and the snap share for the fantasy playoffs.
So what is your actual thoughts? You really hope? What's your gut telling?
I say it's 60% he comes back this week, and then next week would be 90%. And if he doesn't come back next week, he's probably out for the year.
I'm going with next week. That's why I hate to be an ass, but it's that's why I'm asking you. I love Drake London, but I have 0 shares in him, so that's why I'm just asking. And I just think that here's the thing too. They have Kirk Cousins. Even if he comes back. I'm with Rob though. Would you trust the guy?
Yeah, he definitely must start. It's just he's not going to be elite.
But no. When I say trust, wide receiver 1, that's what I meant. Where you drafted him back.
Yeah, no.
Now with Michael Penix, with Kirk Cousins, I'm with you though. He's still a high end. He's too talented. He's too big. He's an easy target. You know what I mean? God sakes, Rob, you and I could fucking throw it to the guy, throw it up.
And Kirk Cousins is not JJ McCarthy. He's bad. But he's also a professional quarterback that's going to lock into his number 1 receiver. Jake London's a big target, right? He's a big target. He's essentially a fast tight end. So, I'm in. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Any last questions? I'll get to real quick. Otherwise, I got to take care of my dogs. They're crying, and I got to get my waivers and everything in order. Any last questions? Tomorrow night we'll be on with.
I got a question. Show me proof of your dog's crying that you just don't want to just joke.
You can't hear.
Ray
always giving me shit. What's crazy is Ray's ass wakes up at 5 in the morning every day. He actually still works. And he still wants to stay until 2 in the morning and drink because Ray is that kind of dog. He's a dog. We love you.
I'll be up at 6. Well, it's 12:30. I'll be up at 6. So
still, that's not a lot of sleep.
But you know what I'm about to do right now?
Jerk off?
Make some meaty balls.
Oh, he's gonna eat. Jesus. Ray with hold on a second. I gotta get it up here. Here's Helen Hunt. So hello, Helen. We got
make you want to throw up every time.
All right, that was an awesome show. Appreciate everyone. Super chats, super generous of you guys. Thank you for keeping the lights on here. Anyone interested in joining the community, professionalfanatics.com. Link in the description for the Patreon, or go to the website. And maybe I'll see you on there tonight. If you join, I will get you that email ASAP to join. We'll be talking all sorts of crazy shit. Love all you guys. Ray, thank you so much. Tomorrow night's stream will be 9:30, 10 p.m.-ish. That's with Ben making his return, and then the Chaz. Neither of these guys have been out for 2 weeks. A little freeway with Ben and the Chaz.
Oh, sad Ray. No, Ray. I'm joking.
All right. Well, Ray will be on this weekend. Multiple shows.
Love you, boys. Love you, Rob. I appreciate everything. You guys have
love your life. Stay positive. Respect each other, and we'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you guys in the Discord.
Love you.